Zaki says, I spent the week finally watching the first season of Peacemaker. I hate to agree with the popular opinion because I love being a nasty little contrarian, but it's very good. Agree with you on all counts. Also a nasty little contrarian. Also just hate things that people like see anytime I've ever mentioned Andor. Um, but yeah, I watched the first season of Peacemaker when it came out, and I did enjoy it. When does a new one come out? It's not yet, right? Like, I can't be bothered. Everything's so hard. Alien Earth is amazingly good. It's been good so far. I watched the most recent one today. Uh, I don't know. It's one of those. It's like a very modern show in that like it doesn't like to have. Um, I some shows can get away with this and do it well, but generally I'm not a fan of this style. The like structureless episode where like everything is just kind of continuous and like I don't know if it's like explicitly meant to be like movie like the whole season is just like a 12-hour long movie or whatever, but like I kind of like it doesn't have to be fully episodic or anything, but I kind of like it when like the episodes at least like have like a specific focus to them. Is that a new little pirate hat? No, I just did something very clever. I was really proud of this. This right here was this happened accidentally over several stages of trying to organize the room. And just like the more I messed with it, the more this became like a weird like totem structure of like stuffed animals. This this here is the little hat on the little pirate that looks like Vasco. Yeah. Um, it that doesn't mean that's the only thing back there, mind you. But like that in particular is just his little hat. And like I was just messing around and I had him handy and I put him there and I was like, now it's like the BFF is wearing the hat. Um, Second season already started. Yeah, I gotta get around to that at some point. There's so much like junk on. Somehow I got myself committed to watching the most recent season of Big Brother, and it's just rage bait for me because I just hate everyone in it, and like I just want there's like one person who's like trying to like get to deal with like all the annoying people, and they're so like outnumbered, but like they somehow have a very realistic chance, and I just either want to see that happen or see them get voted out at this point. Kind of losing my mind. Uh, some shows were like the X Files 22 plus episodes in a season, maybe one or two. Yeah. No, we need to bring back like 90s Trek, is what you're saying, intentionally or not. And I agree fully. I've been watching through Deep Space Nine for like the second time ever. I didn't really watch too much of it when it was on, cause like, not that there's like anything bad about like there's such like an off-screen political slant to like several of the like major players in Deep Space Nine that like when it was first airing I was just like too young to like appreciate. I was just like ill-equipped to be like, yeah, so of course like there's a really complicated like clash of like governments and like cultures between these two planets that have like a historic blood feud. Like it's all very interesting and well written and it makes sense, but like just at the time it's just like nah, no shot that I just didn't have a grasp on like some key concepts of stuff that like literally is never shown on screen but is essential to understanding like the subtext to like 70% of episodes. Travis hearing the intro to the X Files because it's too spooky. Should I go back and watch the earlier Vasco Somnium Files video, or is it an exercise in frustration? Yes and yes. I mean, all Somnium Files games are an exercise in frustration. They are also funny and interesting and a mess. I would say if you're interested in more of the Somnium Files, you should start by watching original Somnium Files. And if that continues to be engaging, try Nirvana Initiative. And if you hate Nirvana Initiative, just stop. Because by the end, it won't get better. And so far, No Sleep for Kaname Date is gameplay wise probably front runner for favorite. Like, I came out of the early parts of Nirvana Initiative thinking the same things, which is why I'm like qualifying it so hard. But like the fact that like the escape rooms have like actual puzzles and logic to them is like a big step up from like pure somnium nonsense, which like can be good or can be bad and varies really dramatically between game and part of case. But like, yeah, I mean, Somnium Files are definitely for someone. Like, it has a bunch of like super diehard fans. I There's some real Uchikoshi nonsense, even in this game, which wasn't, as it turns out, written by Uchikoshi, which is in and of itself very amusing. Somnium Files prestige television series adaptation. When Vince Gilligan get on this, man, can you imagine? I just want to see a world where like we get the input from Vince Gilligan, like what he thinks of, like an informed take on what he thinks about the story of Somnium Files. That in and of itself would be really funny. Just like a YouTube video or some equivalent where he just like directly addresses Karen. He's like, so I was recommended this like visual novel game from Japan and I decided I would check it out. It's called AI the Somnium Files, and then it just like is his impression of like the whole thing. Like that would be the funniest thing on earth, man. Dude says I still really like Nirvana Initiative. It had great ideas. You'll have to point them out to me sometime. I've blacked out so many of the ones that weren't just the absolute worst possible thing. There's so much bad in Nirvana Initiative. And like while I've like come around on the fact that I underappreciated the first game some amount because of the frustrations I had with it, it's impossible for me to feel that way with the second game. The decisions they made are so strong and so bad. Donuts in the bath. I'll give you donuts in the bathroom, but like mainly just because anytime it gets mentioned, there's at least one person in chat who doesn't know what that is and is deeply distressed by it. Seeing each other's buttholes. Was that not something you were already doing with your close friends, Sarah? Like, how do you even define close friendship at that point? Like, I don't understand. So that's the origin of bathroom donuts. Neko, weren't you here for that? I thought you like knew that. I'm confused. So I want to see Gilligan's take on Hot Button Story of the Year, Hello Kitty's Island Adventure. That sounds pretty good too. That's true. Zach says, I'd actually love Werner Herzog to play the series because I think there's no way to predict what he would say about them, but for sure it would be incredible to get his take. I mean, that's true of so many people, though, to be fair. Like, it's such an insane concept. Like, every part of every Somnium Files game that, like, just, like, almost any person who's, like, an influencer or celebrity on any level, it'd be really funny to get their take on it. Because my mind is blocked out as much of Nirvana Initiative as possible for my sanity. Understood and necessary, and I get that, but that's basically what I was saying to Ditto before of like, I mostly remember the worst of it. But even though you say you miss streams here and there, I have to point out that it came up like kind of a lot because it was part of that musical number that was repeated like 6 times. Like they just kept playing that song. And there's like choreography and everything. When is the Nirvana replay? I don't think we've established suitable criteria to like make that happen. I'd almost go so far as to commit to saying like we'd have to like reach partner, achieve Life is Strange 2, which as we've discussed in the past, that's the only way you get Life is Strange 2. I know you want it, but I literally think it will put me in an intensely depressed state to play that game. So you have to earn it, you have to want it, and you have to make it happen. And then we have to meet some unestablished threshold beyond that to play Nirvana Initiative again. Because, like, holy God, it's so bad. I got so upset by the end of that game. The weird thing where they're like, all right, now you have to like use a map to like figure out where the villain's plan happens, and it's like a location you've never been to before, and they tell you to like you have to like use the locations of the various crime scenes, but like you also, for reasons that like aren't adequately explained, like have to discount like half of them. And I still don't understand why you choose the half to get rid of that you do. I just like trial and errored it until they were like, you did it, you solved Blue's Clues. Neko says Life is Strange 2 might be the only thing worse than another playthrough of Nirvana Initiative. Neko, aren't you the #1 advocate for playing Life is Strange 2? Has Neko been replaced by like a reptilian? I'm concerned and confused. Like I feel like genuinely, like no joke, I thought of all people who've ever suggested I played Life is Strange that the person who cared most about me doing it was Neko. And like not close at all. Sarah says I could commit 84 middle schoolers to this. I mean, I'd literally like to see you try. I don't imagine that would actually work, but like, boy, it would be funny. To be fair, solving Blue's Clues would require more effort than the writing of the AI's games. It's so funny. Like, I think just today I randomly saw a post on Reddit where like I don't even remember what subreddit it was because it was just like a suggested one, and it just like had a photo of like the Blue's Clues notebook, and someone was like, "I'm going as Steve from Blue's Clues for Halloween, and I need to figure out how to replicate his notebook." And I'm like, I respect it, but that's so specific. It says, I don't think I ever actually watched the Life is Strange experience. Don't. It's bad. It's like literally one of my least favorite things I've like ever done. And I don't just mean the game, like the actual stream experience was like torturously bad. And like not a good product. And it's like actually genuinely embarrassing. I've thought about taking it down. Worse than Siberia? Oh, way worse than Siberia. Like, Siberia was a disappointment and is, in and of itself, an extremely bad and badly written game. Siberia 3 specifically. Siberia 1 is... It doesn't hold up as well as I want to pretend it does, despite it being, like, an extremely pivotal game in the history of adventure games, to a degree that I will never be able to explain to those of you who, like, aren't lifelong adventure gamers. But like, oh my god, I hate like Life is Strange so bad. So better to play the original Life is Strange on your own and skip watching the videos. Your mileage may vary on that. The main reason I don't like it is because like I got like the main reason is like this one puzzle got me like so it's not even a puzzle. Like this weird like single action it wants you to take, but like makes inexplicably difficult and puts this like 12-second looping timer on it, got me like so tilted. I was like ready to like fist fight everyone watching. It wasn't like fun rage. It was like genuinely like super upset, like genuinely like one of the worst times I've ever had on stream, like bad. But I think like some people were here for that in the respect that like they would watch it again. I don't know. I did also, just to be clear, there was like a weird like Life is Strange 1.5, this weird thing where you like played as a sad child with like negligent parents, and like you just like played pretend, and like allegedly the choices in that game could like carry over to Life is Strange 2. But even that was like grotesquely depressing and like not fun or interesting. Listen, every moment wasn't great, but a lot of moments were great. Sure, I mean, that might be true. Really, like the main thing I remember about that game is Splish Splash, which I don't even know that anyone else remembers. The no good, very bad, extremely unfun stream time for Vasco, the stupid ending, and then just like largely sure, Beans, that's fair, but then just like largely the sense that like Chloe was the absolute worst. that like every scene that Chloe showed up in, she just like found a unique, novel, and like powerful way to make me hate her character more. And then like unbelievable. Oh, that's true. They also did that weird prequel game with Chloe as the main character, and like it's actually like the best Life is Strange game that I've played. Those are all the three. There's like another one that came out after 2 that I haven't played, and there might be like another spinoff or something. Remember Splish Splash? So Splish Splash is legit funny to me. It's like one of the only legit funny things. It's somehow Life is Strange was so bad that Chloe's spinoff game was an improvement. Exactly. Like it, like unbelievably, like the absolute worst thing about the first game, like became a spinoff that was better than the first game. Didn't make any sense. Zach says, I remember when I first played Life is Strange when it came out. My fellow queer friends loved it so much, I just did not get it. Yeah, man. Like it had some undertones, but the only time the two do anything explicitly gay is the ending where one of them straight up dies, and I thought it was so dumb. Yeah, so like I had a very similar experience, not specifically with like a heavy emphasis on like the queer representation of the game, though I know that's like one of its hallmarks, but like with the writing. Like I had a bunch of like writer friends who like whose like opinions I like respected at the time, like pitched me really hard on Life is Strange, and I played it, and like genuinely I just don't think most of the writing in the game is like even like tolerable, let alone good. There's like some like unintentionally hilarious stuff like Splish Splash and the Beans, but like most of the game is just like bad melodrama. And I say bad melodrama because I like good melodrama. I like crap like Power Rangers and Yu-Gi-Oh, which is like 100% melodrama. So like the fact that like I'm like basically its target audience, and like they couldn't sell me on, I'm like, you did a bad job, IMO. But like everyone just kept telling me the writing was so good, and I played it. I just wanted to be like, there's like a different game that's called Life is Strange. I played the wrong one, right? And at the time there wasn't a different game called Life is Strange. Now there's like 8 of them or something. Wasn't Splish Splash a bit gay? It was like, it's kind of like undertones of gay. It was just like the two of them were in the pool. I think the two of them were like at the pool, and then one of them said something stupid like, how about some Splish Splash? And then they're both just in the pool, but like no homo. Like it's just the two of them in the pool, and it could be interpreted either way. Is this also your reaction to playing Disco Elysium? No, I have some friction with Disco Elysium. I won't try to pretend that's not true. But that wasn't that the quality of the writing wasn't good. It's that the gameplay mechanics were like more of an obstacle than I felt like I was led to believe. And like it hindered my ability to embrace the story early on. Like I kind of just thought like you could fail forward in it. It seemed like something where like a Telltale game where like you'd make a choice, and even if it goes bad, like whoops, like a stupid thing happens, you keep going. But like if you roll bad in Disco Elysium, you can just get like stuck for a long time. And you know what's like not extremely fun? Just being stuck for a long time and not having any way of getting out of it. So like those types of things were like frustrating with Disco Elysium. But like even though there are definitely things in the writing of Disco Elysium that like don't mesh with me, like I'm not sure there's ever a point where I really just say that like, no, I don't think the writing in that game is very good. Like that's just like a different type of thing altogether. And incidentally, the people who made that Disco Elysium documentary like 2.5 years ago or something about like the dispute of like the ownership of like who could potentially do a sequel to Disco Elysium. I think it was just this week they posted a follow-up, which I watched and found like honestly extremely difficult to follow. A big part of that is because the names are all very unfamiliar. Like they're all just like very like Middle European and Eastern European names that I do not hear every day, and I don't have like faces to associate with them or anything. Some of them don't even like talk. It makes it. It's the same problem I have with certain like police procedurals or murder mysteries, where like a character like won't be seen for 2/3 of the movie, but they'll mention the name, and like after a while, I'm like, I'm sorry, who's Roderick? Like, who is Roderick? Like, I genuinely don't know who that person is, but you keep talking about them. When splish splashing, they definitely got wet down there. That's true. That's indisputable, I think. But like, to the point of like, isn't splish splash kind of gay? I think literally the actual like I could get wet down there conversation is like 80 times more sexual in nature than like anything implied in the splish splash scene. Yeah, I'm glad I've been recording for all of this rant down memory lane. I've been really like loose with the intros to these videos lately. Normally I like to do the ahoy and like have structure, and like lately it just like doesn't work. So today I was just like, I'm gonna fire off the record right away and figure it out later. But yeah, I hope we're all doing well, man. August has sucked. August has not been great. Honestly, the past year has been a real struggle for me, and I don't know how to like fix it. It's like the thing that's really weighing me down right now. So it brings me a lot of joy to like come here and have people want to like talk about stupid games and things. Splish splash down memory lane. You know, when you splish splash down memory lane,
I might get wet down there.
It's currently one of two sound effects that has a spot on just like the main face configuration by Stream Deck. The other one is just because I think it's the other most recent one. Actually, no, that's not true. I had to look at all this trash more recently for sure, but I still have this one.
Not sure what blowing on that will achieve.
I mean, it just seems important to have it. It hasn't really earned that spot. It just kind of still sits there, you know. He says, that's the most frustrating thing about My Hero Academia to me. There's so many characters in that dumb cartoon. They're like, oh, insert character who was on screen for 10 seconds 2 seasons ago could probably do it. Yeah, that's rough. I feel like I've seen worse examples of that, but I think that's definitely fair. I think that's definitely fair. You can also restart the stream whenever you want. You just mean the return to the past, which that's the restarting the whole stream is a very specific interpretation of that. I mean, generally, I just sort of use the return to the past when I have to like load a save file or do a loop or something. But yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to let chat have access to that power. Sometimes I entertain adding more things that chat can do, but like I honestly, in the last year, I've had like no like intersection of like knowledge of how to do a thing and like time to do it and interest to do it, other than trying to set up the Twitch Plays costume quest, which as we all know did not go over extremely well, which is fine. I still honestly don't know what I'm gonna do for like all of Halloween this year, which is starting to stress me out a little bit, but like it's been tough, man. Chat is a malevolent entity that cannot be trusted. See, Zach, like you get it because you have also streamed before. It's easy not to understand that even reasonable people, when added to the amalgam that is Twitch chat, become unreasonable as a group. Like, it's not a commentary on any individual person, but like when you join chat, you become just like chaos. It's certainly a more chaotic version of your natural self. Nothing is more scary than a Nirvana replay. I mean, you're not exactly wrong, but also, you know, you'll have to tell me how long that playthrough is. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's like over 40 hours, which is not it. It's just not it. Honestly, part of me thinks the scariest thing possible is to try and commit to beating blueprints, because like that sounds like a bummer. Oh, it's been like a half hour. Let's play some Nirvana Initiative, Not Nirvana Initiative. We'll never play that again. Stop saying it. You're making me think about it, which I don't like. Let's play some No Sleep for Kaname Date, and then maybe I'll sleep, but I won't. You know what's actually making me crazy? I know I just said I wasn't going to keep talking. the past like week and a half, I've done nothing other than like try to like sleep more and hydrate even more than I normally do. And like, I still feel equally like crap. And there's like so many times in my life that like I try to follow the general advice for like feeling physically better, and it just never works for me. And like people talk about like working out, making like giving them more endorphins and making them feel better, and it doesn't do that for me. It just doesn't. It does not have that effect. Now, granted, like I have like mental health problems, and it's probably just like interwoven with that like my brain just like doesn't make the good chemicals or whatever. But like it's just so frustrating that people are like, yeah, just like do these things and like your life will be better. And then like even when I commit really hard to doing them, it's like, yeah, now your life just sucks because you're doing something you don't want to do and you feel the same. And it's just like, I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it and of all. Oh, Ahoy lovers, is me or Captain Vasco speaking? Why am I still doing the Ahoy a half hour into the recording? No one knows. But what I do know is that there is no sleep for Kaname Date. It's been a couple weeks, so I was going to say I'll try to remind you what's going on, but the game will do that, it turns out. The game will do that. Are these still the same? They're like a minute off from each other. You know what? Let's use the autosave. It might give us slightly more recap. So I guess go for a walk, you'll feel better. But now I'm just annoyed with everything I was already annoyed with, and now I'm outside with bugs. Exactly. Especially since I live in Florida now. The bugs are like not cool. Although there is like I think there's like a specific butterfly that likes the thing that's... It's not exactly a back patio, but like I kind of have one, and this butterfly keeps perching on the same spot and just like spreading its wings really slowly. It's like weirdly cute for a bug, but I don't know why that one bug seems to like it there. But have you tried losing weight, sleeping more, eating veggies, running, thinking positive, accepting Glak Nora into your life, and eating less bread? Honestly, in the past 5 years, I have done most of those. Not the bread thing, that's too hard. But like, I have like tried to make so many changes to like improve my life, and like, I've lost a little weight, and like really not like done anything else. It just sucks, man. Let's play a video game. Let it do with a recap, and I'll try to remember whatever it doesn't remind us.
She couldn't be here and there at the same time.
It does not look like anyone is here.
There's no way you could do an escape game in a place this small.
Oh, now that you mention it, she was muttering to someone over the phone.
Lots of memories.
Looks like we have no choice but to sync with the pod again.
Wow, that was like the worst recap I may ever have seen in my life. Like, those are all like a series of like disjointed, unhelpful, contextless quotes. That was like powerfully unhelpful. So the main through line for all of that was that we were... So, broadly speaking, what's going on in this game is that Iris, who is a consistent major character in the Somnium Files games, has been kidnapped by some mysterious force that has tried to identify itself as a race of reptilian aliens who are testing humanity to some end I don't quite remember. Just like trying to get humans to prove their full potential, to see if they're worthy of something, maybe of like not conquest, or maybe I don't know, something. So as a result of her kidnapping, she's ended up in a series of escape rooms. We've seen two so far. One was like an ancient Earth culture history theme plus alien theme thing, trying to like hint at the fact that the aliens have been like hibernating on Earth and are now poised to take control. It's like an alien conspiracy theory that has been brought up repeatedly in this game that I think is the real thing people believe. You know, put that text on the bottom of the screen like the old Scientology South Park episode. The second one was like a vaguely occult, definitely like Japanese like bathhouse themed escape room. Very strange. That time Ota, chat's collective least favorite character, well, I don't know, on par with Mama perhaps, I think it's debatable, but they're both much maligned by chat, I think. And so we have been like coaching her basically as a conceit of having like a sounding board for like saying stuff out loud so that the player knows what's going on. Date and Aiba, and now Hina, who's the replacement technician for the Dream Machine, we'll touch on in a moment. They have been helping Iris negotiate how to get out of the escape rooms, but like there's still, she and now Oda are still like broadly in some sort of captivity, and we don't know how to find them, and that's like been the major goal, is figure out like who took her, why, and where they took her. And like initially we had few leads, and then like somehow someone like delivered us like some kind of stasis pod looking device that's like rigged up to work with our Dream Machine. Date works for a pseudo police department called Abyss. They use a Somnium machine to go into people's subconscious and or dream state to gather evidence to help them investigate weird crimes that are often like vaguely occult in nature, but like just generally kind of weird stuff going on. So like we were led to that pod and we synced with it, and like there were these major overtones that like someone was like writing a series of Japanese television shows and then like felt guilty for something that happened, and like it just didn't give us a lot of concrete direction that like had any bearing on what we were doing, but it did have a bunch of clues that sort of like helped solve one of the escape rooms, and we don't really know what that means just yet. But like once we followed through all that part of the investigation, we kind of just talked to like every character that we've established as part of this game, which is a high percentage of all characters in Somnium Files canon presently, and learned basically nothing. Like we went around, we like found a QR code escape game at a little theme park. It led to nearly nothing. There's this like vague implication that the mob boss, who is a fan of Iris because she's like a teen idol, has some unsavory thing going on where he was like seen on like a traffic camera like following her after she got abducted in a van. But like I think it's one of the, well, it's hard to call any one thing one of the dumbest things in a Somnium Files investigation, but it is worth noting that like Momo's whole character is that he is obsessed with her and will like literally fight to the death to protect Iris, even though he's like a grown man, and it's like weird to simp over like a teenage girl. But like that's like his whole thing. Like he runs a branch of the Yakuza, and he will use that power to keep her safe. So like it makes no sense to even suspect him of this realistically. Also, as Diligent points out, Iris kind of just like recreationally likes getting kidnapped, which is fair. That's true. But yeah, so like basically after like following those like almost none leads and finding no one and nothing of interest, our boss was like, I don't know, just like try hooking up to the pod again and talking to the mystery person. I'm kind of interested in this because I don't think we've ever in one linear like timeline in a Somnium Files game synced with the same person twice. I think we've synced with the same person twice in the same game, but under like wildly different circumstances, so it's not quite the same thing. And like I don't even think that technically they both happened in the same story outcome. So like it's kind of interesting to me that we would like keep going back to the same well. I don't think we've technically done that before, but it's a little less interesting because it's a mystery person and like we don't know a lot about them. I don't know. Let's just do some gameplay,
The
huh?
connection prep is done, so you can sync whenever you're ready.
You sure you can handle this solo?
Sure, I'm sure. It might be my first time operating a sync alone, but I can do anything as long as I keep my spirits high.
Yeah, I definitely feel good about going into the machine that can like obliterate myself, my conscious mind, my entire ego. Like just like picture an egg and like just crack it, and like that's what happens to your brain if you like mess up with the sync machine. And this girl's like, yeah, like it's probably fine. You know, wasn't there like a series of like insurance commercials or something that are like, okay isn't good enough, and it's like, yeah, this is okay, and there's like always some like dangerous situation or something.
She sounds high, all right.
Must be her fighting spirit.
Where's my cursor? I threw it away. I see the sync machine beyond the window. Okay, great. I kind of wanted to just, like, do it. I know I'm gonna regret this because it's a Somnium Files game. I'm gonna press the help her relax button and something bad's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, Hina, you want to hear something funny?
Are you aware that prefacing something with that increases my expectations?
You know the name of Boss's favorite host?
No, I don't.
He works in Kabukicho. His name's Ma. And whenever the boss goes to see Ma, well, she buys tons and tons of Lionschlagers.
Huh?
What's a Lionschlager?
A Lionschlager is a crazy expensive drink. You could buy a car for what it costs for one bottle.
That's horrifying.
Anyway, all those empty Lionschlager bottles Boss bought got stacked up and turned into a quirky tourist attraction. It's a real rare sight. You could call it one in a Ma Lion.
That's awful. So bad.
Well...
That sure is something.
Huh. That usually gets a laugh.
This is not a hostess club. The ladies here will not fake a smile for you.
I should have brought my orichalcum trident.
If you really want to tell her something funny,
Oh no.
how about you bring up the time a hostess tricked you into buying expensive counterfeit items?
I wasn't fooled, I was just playing along.
I wanted expensive counterfeit items. I was doing it on purpose.
She contacted me and said she may be able to come back early.
Oh man, it wouldn't be a Somnium Files game without Boss like looking like she was guilty of crimes. Eventually, she's definitely gonna be the villain in one of these if they keep making them.
She might show up any minute now. Should we wait for her?
No, get to it now. It's been over a half a day since they went missing. We'd be endangering them if we don't hurry.
Roger that.
He says, having spent like 20 minutes with Mama at her bar, like watching her fondle her balls. Crystal
All right,
balls, what did you
Hina,
think
I'm
I
good to go.
meant?
Make sure the thing's running smoothly.
Well then, let's proceed with the sync.
Boss is guilty of nothing except being fictional and not my wife. I'm not going to
I know
argue
you're
that,
probably tired
Zachula,
of hearing
but I
this.
feel like I have a slightly different take.
But you can only be in Somnium for 6 minutes. Never forget that.
But that's mostly because I don't actually want to admit my like actual waifu crush on stream, because I feel like it's too embarrassing to let people know that. I feel like it's like letting a fae know your true name. Ditto adds, also she's guilty of like all those crimes. Yeah, I mean in addition to that. If we can agree on that, then I think we're all on the same page. I knew chat would get riled up if I said that. I don't know how chat generally feels about this, because like I don't generally get like that hype about like fictional character, like especially not like animated ones. I don't know if that's like weird or normal, but like there's like one that I'm like, oh no, I'm weird about that. I'm definitely weird about that one.
Yeah, I know.
It says, I just checked how long something is I've been working on, and now I'm up to 4,000 words. Well, if it's like a 4,000 word paper, then congratulations, you're done.
Okay, counting down until entry. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Beep boop.
Are we just doing that now? Wasn't Iris like booping when she was like pressing stuff in the first escape room?
Well, I'm glad someone's having fun.
Sega says, you should say the Captain Lady from Treasure Planet, I'll know we're brothers. It's not the Captain Lady from Treasure Planet, but that's largely because I haven't seen it in a long time and I don't really remember her vibe. But also, she's probably not on par with my actual weird waifu crush. Performance result, Japanese letters, unclear if good. Honestly, I'm not convinced that there will be another person to sync with in this game. Maybe, but like, I don't know. It also just somehow seems like it's definitely also going to be Iris in there. I know it doesn't make any sense, but like, that's part of why it feels like the most likely outcome. Can't believe you would lead us on like that. I'm not sure that this is a safe place. I'm not sure my own chat is a safe place to mention this. It's a weird loading sequence. Like vaguely magical girl-esque. Hey, okay. Netscape Navigator. I'm just gonna call to mind last week there was a point where like Aiba asked if Date liked blondes and then basically said like, good to know, I'll save it, why don't I? So just keep that in mind because something weird could happen like at any point. So it says, listen man, Tama. I understand that you love Tama, Sarah. I'm not sure, I don't know. I don't know if mine is weirder than that. I mean, like, Tama just goes without saying, right? Like, Tama's just, like, designed to be, like, everyone's waifu. Why is Netscape navigating like
Delete
this?
it! Delete!
Just enter code Lyoko, it'll be fine.
Just get motivated enough. That's all you need.
Yeah, I heard that from Hina, that's how this works. Hey, do you think that'll help me get up in the morning? Just shouting motivation, does that work?
It's gone. What a relief.
There's still like a lot of X's. Like way more than 7 evil X's.
I am so tired.
How much time did that take up?
It appears to be a continuation of the recent sync. But what is this?
Yeah, see, like, we've never, like, again, I'm pretty sure we've never had, like, 2 syncs with the same person in, like, a causal relationship. So, like, we've never established that you would continue the same Somnium. It just says, Dante, you only have 30 seconds left. Like, I would not be totally shocked if they pulled something like that in this game.
Aiba, look behind you.
Never goes well.
It is Iris.
Being stabbed in that murder video. Oh yeah, the Swiss cheese guy is still Swiss cheese.
Is this person really the one who released the video and hosts the escape game?
Well, who knows?
Very scientific.
We will, soon enough. We'll find out everything.
Sarah's really fit. I'll give you this. Sarah says had a big crush on Sailor Mars. I would say I still have a big crush on Sailor Jupiter. I mean, for real. I'll give you that one for free. I don't know. I feel weirder about the one I consider like the true weird one. But like, is it possible for a human not to have a crush on at least one Sailor Scout? Like, is that actually humanly possible? Like, I submit that like the only people who don't have a crush on at least one Sailor Scout just like have no familiarity with Sailor Moon at all.
Let us get started.
Okay, let us get started, I guess.
Activate.
Kat says, would you believe I haven't watched any Sailor Moon stuff? Oh, I totally believe that. But that just means you're in the small minority that potentially doesn't have a crush on at least one Sailor Scout. And if you watch it, then you will, I think. I think it's just like 1-to-1. Demolition never watched a whole episode of Sailor Moon. Yeah, I'm not saying that all people have seen Sailor Moon, but I'm saying that's the only way that you don't have a crush on one. Like, I think that's just true. Okay, Mental Log 1, Upside Down Guy. Mental Log 2, My Face. Mental Log 3, Error. Mental Log 4, Error No Folder. 5 again? 5 is the sky. Let's high five the sky. Expose the identity of person of interest I. Do we really believe that we can deterministically just force that to happen? Approach the sync subject's deep psyche and discover more information about the Third Eye game. I forgot we were calling it that. Dude, I don't know. Oh wait, what's the map button? No, I don't want whatever that is. It's X. It's under my face. Okay, I am here. There's a thing behind me. I thought there was something like ahead of me that was closer. Am I really just going to the thing behind me or to Mars? I guess we'll call them poplars.
What should I say?
There's a bunch of things I want to ask. We should start by finding out who this is.
This isn't how Somnium has ever worked before, so I don't know why you would think just like asking them like superliminally would work.
Who are you?
No response.
It is like it was in the previous Somnium. It does not seem that we can interact with them directly.
But like that's how like all Somniums work. Like that's not weird. I forced the blank of the blank, in quotes, into an blank also in quotes. Eventually, blank made my heart ache. This feels important. Zaga says, I've also never watched any Sailor Moon stuff or Magical Girl stuff in general. Probably why I didn't really get Madoka Magica. Like, it's hard to subvert my expectations in a genre I have no reference for. Honestly, I find that a little surprising, because, like, I feel like Madoka Magica is, like, kind of self-explanatory. Like, maybe it hits a little harder if you come in with expectations from another Magical Girl thing, but, like, it's, like, it kind of... The key subversion that it does, it, like, sets up its own expectations. So, like, I think it's all self-contained.
What should I...
There's a bunch of things.
Who...
Just really... Okay.
It is like...
I wasted 4 seconds, and that's on me. I guess I'll just go to Mars, then. Is it just that he's a Swiss cheese guy, and one of the negative spaces is over his mouth? I'm sure that's not helping. Oh, it's another script. Is it the script of this game?
Whoa!
What? What is this?
It looks like a PC window.
There's something written on it.
Dracula says, the only thing I know about Sailor Moon is that she could definitely beat Goku. I'm not sure I know that about Sailor Moon.
It says, program error.
Program. That referred to the TV schedule until now.
But here, it is clearly referring to a computer program.
Por qué no los dos?
Recovery, huh? What would it recover?
Looking around, this Somnium seems to have many errors.
I guess this window is meant to help deal with that.
It appears I can input something to replace the recovery part.
I see. Then try something random and...
Wait. It seems that the first letter, R, cannot be changed.
Well, then just try typing in any word that begins with R.
Very well. Restore. Repair.
There's such timey-wimey nonsense in Somnium. It's a hard 6 minutes, unless we want to do hijinks or something. Sarah's continuing to finish is like, wait, I got it. Like, basically every character on Teen Titans, which is fair, but also, you know, like... And I don't mean this as a judgment, I just mean it's weird that they made Teen Titans a thirst trap when they're all teens. I think they did it intentionally, so, like, I get it, and I'm not judging, but I think it's weird that they did that. Oh God, Zachary says, my partner's attracted to the alien, from Alien. So watching Alien Earth together has been an interesting experience. I feel like stuff probably happens after watching that show, and it's weird. To be fair, I was a teen. That is fair. But, like, also, I just mean, like... I like, again, I just feel like they knew what they were doing.
It does not seem to do anything.
I guess we need some other word that starts with R. Maybe there's some sort of hint somewhere nearby?
There's an R folder.
Let us look around.
Oh, hang on. Reenacting the scripts fills my heart with pain. My body, tortured by loss, cannot bear it and becomes lacking. Man, this person is a very melodramatic Japanese person. I guess that's how they wrote for Japanese TV. I will point out that the word reenacting starts with an R. I know that it's not Lyoko or Scipio or Xana, so I'm out of, like, password ideas. There is an R folder, though. Let's try and rush over there. Oh, hang on. I got multiple keys from that, like, mandatory event. Executing the programs fills my heart with pain. My body, tortured by loss, cannot... Wait, how... Are those two keys that replace the same word with different words? That's weird.
Double click?
It's a folder. You double-click them.
Well, I can try.
She's literally like an AI that deals with computer systems. I feel like she ought to know how, like, computer folder works.
Oh, it's processing something.
Oh, it says, I was attracted to Riku from Final Fantasy X, who was 15, but I was 12. And then in Final Fantasy X2, she was 17, but I was 15. Yeah, I had a pretty big Yuna crush, that's fair. Alright, I guess chat's like almost got me convinced that it's like not weird to talk about this. Cause like no joke, those are like, I don't think either of those was like full on weird obsession. And like, again, I feel like everyone's entitled to like some amount of weird obsession. I just feel very self-conscious about mine. But like, if you try hard, you might get it by the end of the stream. But like, that's your mission now.
It's
Remix!
As well as spare parts.
I'm not sure that's right.
Still got more to do, huh? I think I saw this at Marble. If I remember correctly, it was broken and someone fixed it up.
I don't think we actually saw this at Marble, right? That's like Mama's bar. I feel like we're just trying to give like imaginary context to this. I don't think we've actually seen this.
This record player seems to be broken.
That does, yeah.
But perhaps it can be fixed using the parts floating around.
Wonder if Mama's home right now. It's hard for us to know because we are not also home to determine that.
Yeah, you should try it.
Which part should I use?
Ah, crap. Needle mandarin, needle ball, needle paper cup. Anyone have even like the vaguest idea? Oh man, these have evil timies on them. Which sucks. I don't know, my gut says needle paper cup, and I have no idea why.
A needle to read the grooves, and a cup to substitute the speaker, eh?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, I've heard of that. I saw it in Mr. Gedgy's viral videos.
Like, I think we've all seen Mr. Gedgy's viral videos, yeah?
When the needle enters the grooves of the record, it shakes and plays a sound based on the vibrations.
And if you convert the vibrations into electrical signals, you can play them on speakers and the like.
Seriously? That's how records work?
This is MPD to all departments. There's been a theft at... requesting immediate support.
No way!
Police radio. Is person of interest I a cop?
Seems more likely they're a criminal since we know they're not a
We
cop.
found an R in the color bars. I repeat, we found an R in the color bars.
What are you talking about?
Is that our hint?
I see. And that should be it for the things we had to do here.
Alright, I guess that's all the TV there is.
What next?
Oh god, we're gonna be here forever. I had a habit of blank and blank data. Because of this, blank were oftentimes blank. Yeah, negative timing, I remember these. It's a time 2, so I have to pick something small next or I get big penalty. It looked like there... Hang on. Map again? Boy, oh boy. So that's the window I was at, and now there's like a thing slightly behind it. That's probably where I'm going since I don't think I know what the R word is. Oh yeah, it's another R folder. It's just further away than I thought it was.
Roger that.
Oh, it's that... What's the name of this thing? The Nightmare Rabbit? We're just done now? I see. Progress. It's a weird rabbit. I had a habit of using initials to manage and save data. Because of this blank, we're oftentimes blank.
A rabbit plushie. An Ada-rabbit, rather. Mizuki likes this creature.
Mizuki likes this creature. Hey, it has the third eye, like the third eye game. Remember how we're calling it the third eye
I
game?
never really understood what's to like about this thing.
It's a proto-Labubu. What's not to understand? Oh, that's right. I don't get Labubus at all. Hold on. What's the least expensive one? Pat it on the head, why don't you?
What's up with that voice? It's freaky.
I see. Person of interest I seems to have a good understanding of Adarabbit.
What does that mean? What does it mean?
You mean it actually makes that sound? That's just scary.
Okay, I
A
don't
rabbit
think...
plushie.
I don't know, man. Hug it.
Okay. Wake up, fight on. You are so strong and mighty.
Lullabies are supposed to put babies to sleep, not hype them up.
Whoa! A doppelganger! What do I do?
Why is it little Aiba?
The shape is different, but I guess it's you?
Why is that happening?
Wait, hold on a sec. Nobody outside of Abyss is supposed to know you exist. But if that's the case, then...
Person of interest I has ties to the police and is aware of Abyss.
Now, we definitely haven't hit every character from Somnium Files 2 yet, but, like, there are some that I think realistically can't be incorporated, because, like, we were supposed to have met them in Nirvana Initiative. Is Pewter in there? That would be interesting. We don't really have any reason to think that, like, Pewter had ties to television, but, like, maybe. Am I forgetting something? Is that, like... Is that a thing?
The next folder up here.
There's more?
Same, girl. Big same. I had a habit of using initials to manage and save data. Because of this, things with the same initials were oftentimes overwritten. Yeah, that's not, like, good.
Roger that.
That's a hell of a color for a chair.
It's all of the colors for a chair, idiot. Progress. Blank and has given up on blank. If there was a way for him to be unburdened, blank. No, wait, I know this one. You unburden by using up your held item, and then you gain 2 stages of speed boost. That's one of Driftblim's abilities.
It does. I don't remember it being this flashy, though.
It might be a manifestation of the subject's desire, but I personally would never sit in a chair like that.
I don't know. Super Pride computer chair does feel like it could be hinting at Pewter. That does seem consistent.
I couldn't do it either.
Catch you later, Keen. Best of luck with your coming back from vacation. Yeah, I think it's fair to call it gay chair, right? Even if we thought it was Pewter, I feel like Pewter would kind of just sit normally, right? He's not actually, like, super flamboyant. He just happens to be gay. I do want to spin it, though. I do want to spin it. Tell you what. Let's use my... Move 8 seconds. And then we'll spin it.
Maybe they sat in that chair whenever they were lost in thought.
So I have to sit in it? I will try. Spin, spin, spin!
She doesn't seem to hate it now that she's doing it.
Oh, what is this? A smartphone?
That was it, huh? Ooh, Team Rocket's blasting off again. I love the full range of human emotion. In response to that happening, Cat Dreaming says perfection. Sarah says OMG so dumb. Zacula says what a game, incredible. And my reaction is much like Zacula's immediate follow-up. Wait, that was the solution? Which it seems to be yes.
I am. Anyway, reboot, eh?
Hey, that's a R word.
It doesn't seem like we're getting more folders.
Does that mean we should input the words into that window?
Based on the folders, we know there's a link. We need a word that starts with R, right?
I can't tell if I'm being stupid or if the game is just treating me like an idiot, which means I'm playing Somnium Files. Blank and has given up on starting over. If there was a way for him to be unburdened, then
Okay,
he would
Dante,
baton pass
you've got
better.
5 minutes left. I'll support you in any
What
way
will you
I
put
can.
Oh god, that feels like me writing a work email. What will I put in? Feels like reboot is it, right? Rainbow chair. The fact that that gives you a negative timing suggests that, like, it probably does something funny, but I don't have a tremendous amount of confidence that I'm getting out of this unscathed, having lost a minute on the first part of this 5-part Somnium. I'm gonna start with reboot and use my, like, big timing that I have.
When in doubt, just force a reboot.
That is irrational, but I wholly agree.
No, it's reboot like the CGI cartoon from the 90s? From Canada? We're gonna, like, turn into a video game appropriate reskin of ourselves. This prompt window is very Code Lyoko. I did it. I wasn't stupid, or I will be proven stupid in a minute. One or the other. Original data restored. That's good. I didn't like what they did in Picard. That's a moderately deep cut.
What is this?
It is as though the sky is mirrored.
Wasn't Weird Sky the 5th block? We're still in the first one, gang. Oh, cool. A horrible door. Let's find out if Mama's home, I guess. If this person hangs out at Mama's, there's a reasonable chance they're a criminal. Oh, God.
More fans. She's truly an idol now.
Here's an insane thought. I don't really know how it would logistically be possible, but what if it was, like, Mizuki's dad? Because, like, he knows who Iris is because he owned Lemniscate. And he might know about Abyss because he was, like, good friends with Date. Garbled computer voice actually made me jump. No, that got, like, I was kind of expecting it. It still got me. Renju, sure. It's good that Ditto watched the first one. I can't be bothered to remember.
Yes, it's true. She hasn't had any major roles lately, other than playing a corpse in that web series.
Is that the script?
But she puts her all into everything she does. That's what's really important. For the future. Yes. For the future.
Yeah, this scene is... She just, like... The weird thing is that she, like, wore her street clothes and the set was, like... the place that she was kidnapped to. Let's say a ninja sword for your health.
Web series?
I ran a search, and it looks like there really is an online show with the same name.
Is that what the video of Iris' stabbing is based on?
Seems like
And the
it.
person talking about Iris just now, was that Renju?
Well, at least I got that assessment correct. So, like... Who would he be talking to about Iris?
That means that the other person is...
For the future. The future.
Oh, right, that's true, isn't it?
There is no future for someone like me.
His voice seems wrong.
Pewter?
Pewter was the sync operator before Hina was assigned to that role. A while back, he got involved in several crimes and was supposed to be imprisoned for it. There were a lot of reasons behind what he did, but the main one is he was trying to save a man named Renju Okiura, who owned a cold storage fishery warehouse. Renju was Mizuki's father. I only adopted her recently. Pewter and Renju Okiura were extremely close. They had seen each other's buttholes. And because of that, Pewter went so far as to commit crimes for his sake. Aw, darn. It was all part of someone else's scheme, though, and Renju ended up dead because of it. If Person of Interest I was actually Pewter, he could still be haunted by this. Rebooted the world. Very cool and normal. Sakio says, I had forgotten that Pewter was kinda hot. I hate this game. Now, let me ask you this, and I do mean this seriously. Do you think Pewter's hot just because you think Pewter is hot? Or is it his, like, weird, like, Power Rangers villain aesthetic you're into?
Daddy does not approve!
Both, I think. I mean, they're equally fair, I think. Use E to save Aiba. E!
Is Pewter the one behind the escape game? No, there's no way. Aiba, you better start talking.
What?
Where is this coming from all of a sudden?
If the sync subject is actually Pewter, Boss would definitely know about it. She's the only one who would be able to drag a person out of a prison cell to a place like this. That means you had to have known too, right? Answer me.
I will explain my circumstances later.
Aw, crap. They're doing this stuff again. I hate this stuff. I hate when, like, fiction has, like, a character who, like, knew the whole time, but, like, doesn't let on and has some really crappy explanation for it. But, like, it's the... Like, broadly speaking, it's, like, probably the biggest issue with Nirvana Initiative is, like, they pull a narrative where it's like, oh, but, like, we just, like, strategically withheld this information that, like, makes the game suddenly make a lot more sense, but, like, previously means that we were just messing with you intentionally and not for good reason.
You little...
Your deduction is correct. I have no intention to deny you an explanation, but for the moment...
If we don't do something about this, it'll screw with Pewter's mental state, right?
Indeed. Please, Date. Will you assist me?
Okay, but what do we even do?
Would you like to move on to the next world? Is that seems like a loaded question. Especially to ask with someone who has mental health issues. Oh man. We backed out to, like, Swiss cheese reality. Oh man, some eyeballs. Oh, I did forget to mention that we got a really good bad end last week. Or 2 weeks ago. What's with the... Oh, the paper airplane.
I'm
It was
so sorry.
part of the first Somnium. And this is what he said when he threw the paper airplane. Or when we threw the paper airplane as... What the heck? That's so gross. Also, get your chest hole looked at. Imagine a paper airplane. So true, Arcadius.
I'm deleting everything.
I feel like we've heard this very specific typing sound in a previous Somnium Files game, and I don't... Or maybe... Wait, is this taken from 999? Is this Lotus hacking into the, like, machine room or whatever? That has, like, a really prolonged typing loop. Typing loop.wave, yeah. I like how much typing is involved with the delete everything. It looks like you're trying to delete everything. Would you like some help?
I'm sorry.
There was such a long pause that was preventable. If she was really there, I don't know. Maybe she's a metaphor?
Are these memories from the time when he tried to delete all your data?
It was a precarious situation, and I will not deny I was upset with Pewter. But that is all in the past.
Is the whole attempt of this to like bridge the gap as to like why we were cool with Pewter in Nirvana Initiative?
He does kind of see you as his child. It's probably gnawing at him.
What? What have I done?
Another window. Are we supposed to type something in again?
It seems that we changed the enter into another word that starts with E.
There's a
There's
weird
a bunch of PCs. I guess we should look for
mirroring
folders again?
that's imperfect. Like the things above do not match what is below. You know what I mean?
Perhaps. Let us look around.
Pewter was overcome by sin and has given up on starting over. These Somnium keys are so dramatic. It's unbelievable. If there was any way for him to be unburdened blank. I feel like I'm inclined to go to the paper airplane.
A paper plane and an email?
There was also that paper plane in the eye. What meaning does that hold for him?
Promise
So,
page plane.
what will you choose?
Feels like... I don't know, plane somehow feels really obvious, but I feel like Promise links more closely to like the themes of the first Somnium that like tied in with the plane. It says, overcome by sin, I'll start the hymn of faith. I'm intrigued by the fact that Chad has given up on trying to pry the wife. That's fine too. That can also be your mission. What am I gonna let me do a 20 is probably not worth a half. Let me -2 from Promise. Oh, we should have tried Return to the Past.
Paper planes?
Yeah. If you have thoughts or feelings you just can't say out loud, you can write them down and fold them into one of these. They can't cause any trouble when they're like this.
What if my problem is that you're like a silhouette of a man and you're not wearing any pants?
How romantic.
Simply run out of waifu. I mean, like, I feel like you were getting close to compelling me just by, like, proving that there are lots of, like,
But if there's nobody there to
normal
catch it,
fictional
what's the point of
crushes.
sending it out in the first place?
I feel like the point was explained.
Those were Pewter's memories. And the other man was Renju.
If that's true, how come we're not seeing him as Renju at this point? Like, don't they normally remain mysterious when we, like, can't identify them?
That seems to be the case. Paper planes, huh? That seems like the kind of weird thing he'd talk about.
Hey, my instinct was good. I forced the blank of the real world into an blank. Eventually, blank made my heart ache. Document PC.
A sync machine and documents. This might be a representation of his work.
You know, at a glance, I kind of thought this was just like a clothes iron, and now I feel stupid. It's like the headset for the Somnium machine, but like at a distance, at a glance, it looked like an iron. It's like I said, listen, man, if I could admit to having a crush on God Emperor Leto II, who is a giant worm, you can admit to anything. Well, to be honest with you, I don't know who God Emperor Leto II is. Maybe I should? Is that that sounds like a Warhammer 40k thing. Is that what that is? I don't think it's one that made it into the Magic adaptation. And it says, I don't really have many waifus, but I do have many precious anime daughters. That's very wholesome. And kind of surprising because of how, like, thirst trap such a high percentage of anime is. Gotta read the Dune sequels, man. Aw, man, I'm too not doing that to do that. This might be a representation of his work.
Folders came out.
Email enjoy enemy.
If it represents his work, then...
So, what will you choose?
Huh. I mean, a normal person would have, like, email as a work thing. But in a game like this, the focal character like Pewter, just feels like it could be anything. Even a boat. Yeah, like, I actually kind of deciphered what they were going for on the last one. But I could see this going basically any way. Like, I think he's the type of person who enjoys his work. He does something, like, really unique that only he can do and is passionate about. Enemy, I mean, we work adjacent to law enforcement. So that could be it. I would say that I think Enemy is, like, my back runner, my not front runner. Yeah, I don't know. Email seems, like, obvious, but I don't think it's, like, too obvious. I think I'm just gonna spend those 13 seconds outright and just have 3 timies saved. Because, like, saving half doesn't seem that great on 13, and, like, equals 4 is, like, really good for later. So, like, I don't want to use that now. Email. That's the face I make when I get work emails.
I'm late! I gotta send an email!
And that's what I say when I send my work emails.
Is this how he acts in private?
Do not worry. He does not. Probably.
As far as I can tell. Gang, that wasn't it. Let's do a heckin' enjoy for merely 9 seconds. Oh, that looks promising.
All right, time to get to work. Today I'll improve the headgear and...
Oh, he's all full of energy now.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy who'd skip meals just to work more.
I forced the painful memories of the real world into N blank. Eventually, blank made my heart.
You got 1 minute. Wait. No, you got 4 minutes left.
That's
Sorry.
really annoying. Don't do that. Is there an eyeball around here? Feels like a place where I should see. Oh. Whatever, I'm just gonna do this. Birthday! Hey, wait a minute.
A lucky cat and happy birthday.
Oh yeah, boss once gave him a Maneki Neko as a present.
So,
Skate?
what will you choose?
I mean, my gut says to pick escape just because of the nature of this game. It doesn't feel super likely to be correct, though. Boy, equals 64 is a heinous timing. Now, I'm gonna do escape, but I really, like, it could be anything. It's true, we do seek a way out of the dreams. Really concerned about time management in this one. We're only on, like, the 2nd lock, and, like, we've wasted a ton of time.
Cat!
It wasn't a good gift.
All right, Pewter can't handle cats, can he? I remember that causing a stir.
I do not believe this is established canon. Okay, that was it, for some reason.
Escape. Should we try typing that in the window?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I felt like that was a lot less obvious than the first one, in a way. And this time they were much more direct about telling you to do it. Peter was overcome by sin and has given up on starting over. If there was a way for him to be unburdened, the path was uncertain. That feels conjugated incorrectly.
It appears I can input something that starts with E.
Wow. I'm merely trying to weigh if I should use my stupid 64-second timing. Probably not, right? I think I should use my 1/4 timing on escape. I don't know. 64-second timing is like never gonna be good. I think I should try to get away with just like not using it at all, which should be realistic, I think. Let's escape.
Roger that.
Parentheses S, eke away out. I like it. I like how you're thinking, ditto.
Delete all data.
Like it says, I wonder if timings are just video game mechanics or if they're actually part of the sync machine's programming. I feel like when they introduced them in Nirvana Initiative, they made some like vague attempt to explain why they like altered the passage of... No, wait, were they in the first game? I don't actually remember if they were in the first game. For some reason, it's in my head that they were added for Nirvana Initiative, but I don't actually remember now. They are in the first one? If they're in the first one and you just watched it, Ditto, do you remember what it is they say as an explanation for it? Because I feel like they offer something and it's just not like extremely satisfying. It's just like generic.
I can't do that. You're my own children.
Escape. That's kind of where I thought we were going with that.
You need to hear this, Pewter. Tama is being awful.
All I did was tell the truth.
There is no satisfying explanation. I mean, that sort of goes without saying in a Somnium Files game, but like, didn't they say something? I thought they said something about it.
Another fight. What did you say now, Tama?
What? I just said that a boring, plain, round body like hers is cute or whatever.
Slander! A backhanded compliment is no compliment at all.
I was waiting. I should be able to gauge how much lag there is to the stream based on how quickly Sarah responded Tama in all caps, seeing Tama on screen.
So round, but so scary! Save me, Pewter!
Hey, watch it!
Bonk, 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 bonk.
You girls are such a handful.
I remember this conversation. It actually happened.
Why is that so surprising? Saga says, I'd let Tama live in my skull. And Aiba too. I don't need my eyes that badly. I mean, for one, you'd be able to see out of them when they were plugged in or whatever. Two, I definitely feel like if we let this series go on long enough, we would definitely encounter a scenario where someone has like 2 AI companions in their head at the same time. Sorry, there's a small insect on my light box. And now there's not?
I guess thinking of you brought back this memory.
Aiba, Tama,
Didn't know he could see out of Aiba. Yeah, there are times when they'll use stuff like X-ray vision or like thermographic vision, and that's like him seeing through the eye companions. Used E to save Aiba. Use N to save boss.
The hole in Pewter closed.
I hope that we get to use F to pay respects at some point.
If it represented the wound in his heart, then I suppose this was a good outcome.
Didn't he have like a bunch of other holes?
If we keep this up,
Wait, don't
we
answer
might
that.
be able to restore Pewter's mind.
Spelling Renju? Ooh, that's interesting. But, no, that works. For some reason I was thinking that was 6 letters and we have 5 things. But that means that we won't be able to use F to pay respects.
Yeah, I hope this goes well.
It was such a weird way to press that button. He like pressed with like the flat of his fingers instead of like tapping it or like punching it or pushing it with one finger. Huh. That corpse got real big. There's a Code Lyoko screen press. I feel like those are like
No choice.
somewhat implied to be like a press, even though they're like awkward in their animation.
These are memories from when he betrayed Boss. I guess it's a manifestation of regret?
Most likely.
It's needle this time. That's the word we have to rewrite.
Well then, where are the clues?
Pewter has lost so much that his eyes blank. He stands face to face with blank and blank. Good upskirt. See, Sarah, you enjoy the ability to say something like that and not
An
get
ordinary average
immediately
man.
murdered on the
He
internet.
does have a knife, though.
Not that I'm disagreeing, but even if I thought that and I said it, like, then chat would be like, okay, now hold on. This is, like, specifically why I'm like, I don't know if I could talk about waifu. Ordinary average man does have a knife. He reminds me of some
Are you saying
fictional
the
anime
guys with
characters.
knives are ordinary?
Some of them are.
Well, this is an ordinary man you could find anywhere, but not everywhere.
So is he there or not? Make up your mind.
Oh, hang on.
Murder in Ninja Village. That's the script of the web series Iris was in.
Ninja, nurse, neighbor?
Hello, nurse.
I suppose we have to guess the man's role.
I mean, he doesn't look like a ninja, even though it's Murder in Ninja Village. Is that, like, too obvious or not obvious enough? That doesn't look like a scalpel. Like, I kind of want to say nurse. It feels like neighbor is the call.
But why?
But why? My brand. Aw, neighbor's, like, bad, though, huh? 64-second timing is such dog water. I don't know, my gut says it's neighbor.
That role suits a man this plain.
You just referenced a decade-old 1-800-CONTACTS commercial? Yeah, I think it's probably older than that, but we're not supposed to talk about age numbers. It makes
He
millennials
doesn't
sad.
seem to be an ordinary neighbor. He has a blade for some reason.
Look, I don't do much cooking and I have knives. Do people not have knives?
Right? Is he the culprit?
Is it just me, or are you developing an interest in the show? So,
Kind of have to use one because I think it removes your oldest one when it overwrites one, and I don't want to lose the equals 4. I think I need that. So I'll spend the minus 30 on Ninja, I guess. It seems too obvious, but sure.
He is a ninja and the murderer. That's the answer.
what a cheesy plot twist.
Remember, head on, applied directly to the forehead?
Well,
Yeah, of course.
Of course the ninja is the killer. He's a ninja. Why would you show this crap to me? Total waste of time.
But this campy B-movie energy is great, isn't it? So bad it's good, right?
That sort of explains the outfit.
Pewter, never recommend anything to me again.
That's harsh, man.
Oh, I know this one. It's the first argument Boss and Pewter had.
This is the first argument they had? It wasn't like deleting someone's subconscious or something? Or like making the AI capable of doing something bad?
They should be working instead.
They both refused to talk to each other for a while. It was pretty rough.
I forced the painful memories of the real world into an abstract world. Eventually, blank made my heart ache. Camera feed
There's a
PC.
mark indicating that something is being recorded. Is this the output of the camera above?
But it's all black.
Psycho says, I mean, I've had arguments with my sister about Star Wars that led to us not talking for weeks. It's not that outlandish. No, it's... The thing I object to isn't that caused an argument or that they wouldn't talk over that dispute. It's just that, like... I mean, considering their work and all the bad things that happened, like, that doesn't seem like that should be the memorable fight. It should be like, you know... I mean, obviously it's much later in the timeline, but, you know, stuff like he was guilty of crimes. Like, that kind of stuff.
Oh, folders came out.
I doubt whatever we choose would mean anything. Do these words represent this screen?
Oh, this is annoying. This feels like this could be any of them. Null, noise, and night? Because, like, null could represent the darkness. Noise could mean you're not seeing anything, but you're hearing anything. And night could justify why it's black. Like, does it actually matter? Maybe it doesn't. And if that's the case, then I'm probably better off taking the 1/8 timey. It's a bit of a risk, I guess, but I think it's fine.
I see. An interpretation in which this represents the night.
I guess the only crime Pewter is guilty of is being fictional and not my husband. Nah, Pewter is like definitely guilty of confirmed multiple crimes.
The view is so beautiful at night.
What's he talking about?
This is Pewter when he is fatigued beyond his limits. Poor thing.
Oh, there's 3 minutes left. Sorry, I was looking at my phone.
I doubt whatever we choose.
Guess I'll just work backwards, trying to keep the best timey possible. Noise?
Noise.
This isn't just noise, it's noise music.
What is noise music? So I guess pretty people can do some crime as a treat. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that is true. Which is only unfortunate because I am not pretty people, and I have to obey the law.
It helps me focus on my work, boss. Please don't play Enka instead.
Oh, I recommended that. So he listened, huh?
Ah, stupid
I
machine.
doubt whatever we...
Hey, I know. What if no? Huh?
Surely this contains nothing.
Are you being philosophical? Well, whatever. I will try it.
Oh, another bug. Why is there a null here?
Well, there it is. The null reference. Woo! Time for endless debugging.
I don't know what that means, but I guess it's a common thing, huh?
I got nothing
No.
for you.
We could type that into the window.
Pewter has lost so much that his eyes reflect only emptiness. Like a doll's eyes. He stands face to face with blank and blank. The bouquet
A
PC.
campanula, a bellflower. We saw Boss getting stabbed by this.
I'm sorry, is that a 144th timey on cemetery? That surely can't be the correct answer. That would be such that, I mean, boy oh boy. That sure would be something.
You bring flowers for visiting graves, right?
Not necessarily, but I will try.
Like, this can't be right.
Oh, yeah. And since it's close to a graveyard, it's pretty cheap. It also gets a lot of sun, and it's quiet at night. You could say it's perfect.
What is he talking about?
What's he talking about?
Real estate. It does not have much to do with Campanula, though. So, what will you choose?
I really hate this equals 64 timing. It really sucks. I'd love to keep both the equals 4 and the 144th, but I feel like I have to spend them because I don't want to lose one to hold on to the equals 64. Like, it would take a lot of effort to clear that from the inventory, and I genuinely don't think that's worth it. So I think I just spend the 144th on Celebrate, and then if that's not good, use the -4. Oh, God. It's gonna saddle me with equals 44, isn't it? That's gonna be the right thing? That sucks. I hope that's not true.
Bouquets are for celebrating something, right?
We will try that option.
Bellflowers aren't right for a celebration, are they?
Oh, really? I heard that they mean gratitude in the language of flowers.
I mean, if someone said that to me in that voice, I would run. But that's because if they said anything to me in that voice, I would run. And I don't know, it's a strong choice.
Only in Japan. Overseas, they symbolize regret or lives that were lost.
Yeah, but you live in Japan, you know that, right?
Things like that. Did these happen to come from abroad, by chance?
I don't think that's how flowers work.
Thanks for telling me.
Why, like, who would have these flowers imported from another country?
That was...
one of Pewter's memories.
Perhaps Campanula were symbols of regret for him.
It forced the painful memories of the real world into an abstract world. Eventually, the difference between the two worlds made my heart ache. So that's like everything, right? So I guess it's... No, it's probably not ninja.
Looks like needle can be replaced with some...
So it's something that starts with N this time, huh?
Am I willing to spend a minute to get rid of this stupid timey? It still seems bad. So this is the third one. I have two more. If I spent like a whole minute, I'd have... No, that can't be right. It's probably not ninja. It's such a sad sentence. That's true. It's got to be one of those, like, short sentence horror story things. I'm gonna spend -44 on null and be annoyed about my timies forever.
Let's change the needle into nothing.
Nothing is different than null, arguably. Stab her with nothing. Well, that's just embarrassing. You just gonna stab me with nothing?
No. Nothing.
Oh yeah, the interrogation room that only existed in
Peter,
Nirvana Initiative.
I know you didn't want to betray us. If you really regret what you did, you can make up for it by what you do now. We need you. You shouldn't be rotting in a place like this.
You should be rotting under my miserable
You
leadership.
can be somewhere you belong. All you have to do is follow me.
From what we've seen so far, this is another memory of an actual event.
Most likely, yes.
When did she do this?
Boss?
Change weapon into null. It says the null number. Quick, Mizuki, from 6.5 years from now. What was that number? Use J to stop Pewter from self-harming. Oh, good. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that's a trigger warning for us all.
I have friends.
Yeah, likely story, says me, a guy who would say that.
What did you do?
They all rely on me. They're waiting for me. That's why. I need to recover as soon as I can.
That's so savage. Kat says, you know what would be the ultimate punishment? Reassign anyone in Abyss to work for their HR department. That does have to be just like one of the worst jobs, right? It says, I have friends. Humble brag.
Peter?
I mean, that's only if you believe him when he says that, yeah? Moving painful memory .dat to trash. Installing super positive software.
Moving painful memories into the recycle bin.
What?
Complete.
Ah, darn.
What a relief. That blue screen almost made my heart stop.
Wait, you have a heart?
This is working HR has to be the easiest job. They just don't do anything. No, I think you misunderstand. Nothing gets done because there is no HR. If your job was to do HR, you'd have so much to do.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm Futa Amanoma, fully recovered.
Uh-oh. Do you think he's gonna do Pachaka Max stand-up?
Had you worried for a sec, didn't I?
Pewter?
Breaking news. Mr. Renju Okiura, the CEO of Lemniscate Talent Agency, has passed away.
My deepest sympathies and congratulations!
Okay.
Is there a link between his death and the recent murders?
My condolences! Thank you very much!
Pluto offers Goddess of Recovery, Healy, Pachaka Max! God.
My condolences!
Guys, I'm not sure Pewter's okay. I know he installed that super positive software, but I think something's wrong. I don't think it took right.
My condolences!
Currently, I think I'm leaning towards this as a thumbnail. Just like flying man above train shouting my condolences. Is that something?
Boy, I sure didn't expect this. What a shocker. It's okay, though. Nothing makes a person grow like adversity. As they say, God doesn't give us trials we can't overcome.
Yeah, I'll make a note. I haven't committed any time to getting like the thousands of quotes from this game already.
Sir?
Yes, indeed. Everything is just a
Talking way
stepping
too long,
stone
and none of it
towards
sounds true at
happiness.
all.
I don't know what. How do you mean you don't think that's true at all? Scrawl feels appropriate. I'll give you scrawl.
Stepping stone.
Stepping stone. 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 Stepping stone. Step on every single one and keep moving forward. Be positive. Be positive.
Yikes forever.
At this point, it's looking a little low negative, if you catch my meaning.
This seems really bad.
Yeah.
Not sure what blowing on that will achieve.
It's a good question. I don't know at the moment.
Agreed. This is almost like self-harm. Nothing positive about it.
Like,
If we
almost?
do not stop him, his mind will be in danger.
Oh,
This says Justice, and that says Juggernaut. Both of them start with J.
So far, rewriting the programs made Pewter's memories come back. This is probably no different.
Do you think that we can find a memory that gives us the word Jubblies?
What memory would be good to show to this overly positive Pewter? We should think about this carefully.
Or we should haphazardly try whatever the game will allow us to do.
We don't have time. We gotta hurry.
Indeed.
Okay, looks like there's a lot of places to go.
Picture an egg.
I feel like I'm inclined to go over here.
Look at all this trash.
A smile symbol. And in the world above, there's a ballpoint pen.
I honestly thought jump may be possible in some way.
Pen is Pewter's favorite.
Oh no.
It should bring back good memories, no?
Oh, that's really all there is, huh? That seems weird.
A skull symbol.
And there's beer in the world above. I guess it's a memory of a hangover or something?
Regardless, it seems like something that would invoke bad memories.
Skull plus joke? Skull joke?
This is an engineer joke.
An engineer joke?
You will get it when you hear it. Let me read it. Wife, could you please go shopping for me and buy 1 jar of jam, and if they have juice, get 6?
Okay.
Husband, all right, I'll get... And the rest is blank.
I see this online a lot.
Do you?
I guess we're supposed to pick the answer that completes the joke?
I'm pretty sure it's jam 6, right? That's what makes it a joke. Because, like, get jam, and if there's juice, get 6. So if they find juice, they get 6 jams because programmer joke?
Most likely. So, what is the correct answer?
Oh, another equals 64 timing? Why do you hate me? Why are you like this? It's so mean. Ugh. Wait, if I do that, then don't I have to... I think it's right. I don't think there's like a good math way out of this. I think this just means I'm like forced to use equals 4 and then... Ugh, I don't like it.
The most obvious answer is he would buy 1 jar of jam and 6 bottles of juice.
Ah, but the wife only told him to buy jam. The juice is just a condition check. For an engineer, the correct answer is 6 jars of jam. Correct! Pewter is an engineer after all.
Well, if you say so. Jam, huh?
Oh no! We're past the 2-minute mark! Keep at it, Date!
Another engineer joke.
There's a bunch of them?
Astronaut. We're going to Jupiter now. Problem is, there are engineers among you. ABC. There is no one like that here. Astronaut. Count to 5 then. A. 0, 1, 10, 11, 100. B. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. C. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Astronaut. All right. A goes to jail. B goes to Jupiter. C goes to...
So engineers go to jail and anyone else goes to Jupiter.
I mean, that's jail, right? Because, like, that's counting in a computational way. I don't know why B is okay when he counted wrong, but that's jail, right?
What did the engineers even do? I feel kind of bad for them.
I would guess they stole cryptocurrency.
From the foreign labor market?
Well, whatever. What do we choose here? Jail or Jupiter?
Well, I'm obliged to use my equals 4. It's decent to get a minus 120 in exchange.
When told to count to 5, C started from 0. That is definitely the habit of an engineer. Yes, we are correct.
Skull joke.
Jail, huh?
It seems we can replace Juggernaut with another word that starts with J.
What does that word mean?
Destructive, unstoppable power. Something along those lines.
Could it be referring to that beam-fiery drone?
A Juggernaut would be more massive than that. But it may be the case that for Pewter, it has another meaning.
Eyeball on the park bench. Good
Something
shout.
Not so good, I feel.
So Jam feels like it could stop the gun. I don't know that jail seems like it kind of feels like there's a big mechanical gun over there and a big laser gun over here, and I don't know. I think Jam. I'd feel better about this if it seemed like there was an obvious 1 and 1. It feels weird that it would be Jam twice, but like Jam also seems like it's probably a better pick for the gun. This is tricky.
Jason!
Not just choosing the right thing here, but like I'm also not sure what to do about timies. I have less than 2 minutes. feel like I would like to save a good one for the end, which would mean I should spend a whole 32 seconds on Jam and clear one of these equal 64s, which are so garbage. It's kind of suspicious that, like, jail costs twice as much, but, like, I think this is just the right thing to do. Yeah, don't use any timies. My times are
drone, eh? Well, we can try.
I mean, why would it be jail on the drone? It doesn't seem more logical.
No good, huh? It's pretty slimy, so I thought it would slow it down.
I mean, it's more just like, it doesn't seem like jail would stop it from shooting a laser gun, right?
It seems we can...
God, I'm gonna be really low on time.
We should put the drone behind bars.
Roger that.
Why do they act like that makes sense? Like, it has bars, it'll just shoot through them, right? Why would it not shoot through? What? Explain why it wouldn't just keep shooting through the bars, though.
Shit! It broke!
Hey, don't abuse it like that. We use it for investigations, you know.
It says nothing violent has ever happened to jail ever, Vasco. Oh, by the way, I definitely didn't look at the bench if this is gonna end this segment.
Right? I think it would get more speed if you threw it. What do you think, Ryuki?
I think you're thinking of a paper plane.
Listen, drones and planes have fundamentally different construction. They fly by generating lift with 4 propellers. They ascend by increasing the RPM of the propellers and descend by reducing it. Controlling the RPM of the propellers individually allows it to move directionally.
Oh crap, this is for the next escape room, huh?
Right.
Oh, and while 2 of the 4 propellers rotate clockwise, the other 2 rotate counterclockwise. By placing these propellers diagonally opposite from each other, the drone's attitude remains stable. Do you understand?
Yeah, although I did already know that.
Just please don't make my job harder than it already is. I pulled an all-nighter yesterday.
Hey, wait, what's the time frame that we're implying where, like, Pewter and Ryuki, like, work together? That, like, isn't Nirvana Initiative?
I'm already in a lousy mood.
Oh yeah? If it's a pornography problem, I'm here to help.
Don't know why I'd expect him to say anything other than that.
It is not a pornography problem.
I mean, I'm glad someone said it.
Well, let's go grab some drinks then, shall we?
Did you not just hear me say that I pulled an all-nighter?
All I heard were the words pornography problem.
Yeah, you feel great once you flood your guts with booze, cry a little, and then puke it all out. Come on, Ryuki, let's go!
Huh? Again?
Another all-nighter. Another sleepless, restless night.
Why did they, like, close down the theme park? There's no one in the theme park. Is it gonna... Okay, that's done.
Flood your guts with booze and cry, was it? But there are some things that just can't be helped.
Did we make him too depressed?
We should probably cheer him up.
Date, you got 1 minute left. What's your time?
Okay. Looks like justice.
Why is Pewter using the Evolver to attack his own world?
I assume this represents his guilt. And being an Abyss weapon, the Evolver must be a symbol of punishment.
Pewter, you were on the side of justice yourself.
Wow, jail is real bad here. I'm gonna save the -120. That might be wrong. I might have to hop back to this chapter because, like, I'm getting the impression in hindsight that I just, like, wasn't supposed to engage with the skull one at all. Which, like, I can see how I was supposed to get that, which is kind of impressive and remarkable in its own right compared to previous Somniums, but just sort of, like, it seemed like solving both of the problems was a viable thing to do. But yeah, I mean, like, Jam Gun always made sense to me. I just, like, jail doesn't seem like it solves the problem of a drone that shoots lasers. So, like, in my mind, Jam also made more sense than jail over there. Like, I don't mind this dichotomy. I just don't, like, jail doesn't do that. It specifically has bars, and it's a very narrow attack. Like, it just doesn't seem like it solves that.
So we would jam the weapon? Let us try it.
More importantly, 6 times jam.
This isn't what I was expecting.
I don't know what you were expecting. This is not a pornography problem.
The attack stopped at least. That is good, no?
Hopefully.
I don't know. We made progress from doing the other one, right? Maybe we did have to do it. I don't know. I think we're going to be super hosed in the next part, though.
The correct answer is 6 jars of jam.
Yeah.
Huh? Not 6 bottles of juice?
Yeah, it's an engineering joke. The right answer is 6.
Well, I mean, it's 6 either way. That's not the...
Oh, Amanoma, did you solve your riddle yet?
Why is Hina wearing, like, an ice climber's shirt that says fantasy on it?
I did. Don't underestimate my brain power.
Well, it's true that nobody's as good as you in the field. You're even dressed for work on your day off.
Hip and functional, wouldn't you say?
Wait, are we saying that this is, like, considered a work uniform? That's, like, somehow more troubling.
Hina, if you keep solving stuff too fast, you'll get banned again.
She's right, you know. We've already been banned from some escape rooms because of you.
It was never mentioned before that these were, like, work outings where she got banned.
What? That's the creator's fault. The puzzles they make are too easy.
This is such a weird thing they're trying to sell me on, that Hina's, like, so good at puzzles she gets banned from stuff. Because, like, when we were doing the last escape room, like, she contributed very little that wasn't just, like, the same level that, like, Date and Iris and even Ota were contributing.
Hey, it'll be fine as long as we have you to keep me on the level. So don't you go anywhere, okay?
Don't get arrested for various crimes. Do you think that Hina trapped Pewter in this box to keep him out of trouble?
Oh, he is back to normal.
Oh, he's back to normal. Looks like an actual zombie, but, like, somehow also a depressed zombie.
Nice.
And we're excited about this level. Okay, sure. Use you to save deleted memories.
I need to get a hold of myself.
I think it's still an improvement over super positive software, Pewter. I mean, you might be right, but, like, it seems weird to celebrate, like, yeah, he's just deeply depressed and messed up. Not, like, currently shooting his own joke with a gun.
Updating super positive software.
What?
Critical error. Critical error.
Very bad alert. Very bad alert.
Really bad.
What's wrong?
Pewter's temperature is spiking. His vitals are unstable. It's like he's overheating.
Forcing himself to be positive might have been too taxing for his brain.
Okay, I'm maybe not the person to ask, but I don't think that's how that works.
If this keeps up, his brain is toast.
Ugh, what do we do?
Well, we have to use you. Is it undo? Uninstall?
That recycle bin. Back when the positive software was installed, his memories were moved there, right?
Most likely. And I believe they were painful memories.
We saw a bunch of his memories, but there's one person who didn't show up at all.
Renju.
Yeah, he must have been really important to Pewter. Maybe the deleted memories are related to Renju?
And that is why Pewter is in this state, eh?
Neither positive nor negative memories could save him. So maybe if we hit him with the painful memories that were deleted.
Forcing those on him might be unwise.
I don't know, he's kind of a bloody teleporting mess. It can't be worse, right?
But he needs to face them to move on. It's something he has to do in order to let go. Let's open the bin.
Very well. I shall trust you.
Though I'm not sure how we're supposed to open it.
It seems that this new error created a change in this world.
Then let's find that change and crack open the bin.
Pewter has lost so much that his eyes reflect only emptiness. He stands face to face with a past that cannot be undone and a future he cannot redo. That isn't how future is. Oh, brother. Just don't think we got time for this.
There is an umbrella above. It does not seem important, though.
The world above seems like it's underwater. We should probably get a word that affects this world.
Underwater, eh?
You have less than half a minute left! Is it going to be okay?
I don't remember ever seeing that clock.
The watch is really important, isn't it?
The question now is whether it is important or not.
Well, it's the first we've seen it. Let's check it out. Undo, huh?
That word.
Yeah, it might be worth a try.
I'm gonna try that rather than go to that other computer for various reasons.
We can change. Update.
Okay.
Oh dear. Well, I wish I still had that equals 8 to apply to undo. I'm kind of screwed here no matter what.
Undo it. Both the update and the deletion.
Restoring previous state.
No, I get that if this finishes the Somnium, we're fine. Like, the negative time doesn't affect you unless, like, it's not the correct answer. But, like, I don't know, there's some, like, intangible, like, resource for unlocking bonus stuff for having, like, more than 0 seconds left. And, like, I don't know. Just, like, I was really concerned about time usage throughout this, and I was proven correct in that this was really inexplicably unforgiving for no particular reason, for one that I think legitimately involved a reasonable amount of trial and error. It is one that I think that, like, you could streamline significantly by, like, just knowing the correct words, but, like, a lot of it you just, like, don't know until you try. But, like, also those, like, equal 64 seconds are such, like, a screw you. They're, like, so mean-spirited and unnecessary. Oh, no, we're hard screwed, gang. There's, like, more to do.
So
that's not
what I'm
it.
thinking. That's a good plan. But there are a lot of obstacles. It won't be easy. Can I help you then? I had a feeling you'd ask.
I do not know what to do about that. I'm concerned that I might have to restart
Iris
the
is
whole
gradually
thing. We're
getting
so
more and
short
more
on
fans.
time.
She's truly an idol now. Yes, it's true she hasn't gotten any major roles lately, other than playing a corpse in that web series. But she puts her all into everything she does. That's what's really important.
For the future?
Yes, for the future. She's going to be a light that brightens the world. I truly believe that. Not that there won't be hardships to overcome. Sorry.
Really unnecessary
I'm talking too much
qualification.
about work. It's boring, huh?
Oh, not at all. You shine your brightest when you're working. If you're okay with it, I'd like to help however I can.
I'm happy to hear you say that. Thank you. You know, I'm always grateful for you watching over me.
Why are you being so formal?
And I'd like to express my gratitude. Here, this is for you.
Looks like you picked up a questing
Please keep
item in a
watching
Zelda
over me.
game.
You would make me very happy.
A smartwatch?
I considered getting you a regular watch, but you prefer this kind, don't you?
Wasn't it an analog watch before?
Great minds think alike.
I feel like it was. I feel like it was not a smartwatch. Now it... okay.
This is kinda awkward.
No, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah. It's almost like...
They finish each other's sandwiches.
Go on. It's better than regretting leaving things unsaid. At the end of it all, you want to go out with a smile, right?
Why is he talking like he's gonna murder him at the end of this conversation?
That is true.
I mean, it's a watch that came out of his pocket. It's like the same thing, right? And now we get a game over, which is annoying.
Oh my gosh!
The world became one?
This is all wrong. You asked me to watch over you. But now you're gone.
Finish each other's sandwiches? Don't you mean see each other's buttholes? No, no, no. They're much closer than that. Very good friends have seen each other's buttholes. We know this. But, like, watch buddies? That's even more intense than Splish Splash, you know?
Who do I watch over now? Who do I protect now? What do I have to live for? I'm a criminal. Worse, I betrayed my friends. But I would have been fine with losing everything. As long as you were there. And yet... Why? Why did you have to die on me?
There was kind of like a serial killer involved. Like a brain swapping machine?
It's funny. The watch you gave me is still moving.
It's a smartwatch, my guy. It doesn't like wind down exactly.
It's the only thing that...
Renju cannot encourage Pewter. This is his dream, after all. Date, do you not have any words to say to him?
No, because I'm gonna get a game over if you ask me to do anything.
Well...
you have a future.
It might sound shallow, and probably not what you want to hear, but that watch still works. And you are still alive. And there are people who care about you and want you to keep living. You have a future.
Pewter? Come back.
You can blame it all on we. collectively, the group standing here.
I'm a terrible person.
Now we all turn our backs on him? What's... Oh, he's walking. Okay.
But watch me. I'll keep on living. For my friends. For those who still believe in me despite it all. And above all, for you. Watching over me from heaven. I don't know how long I'll be. But when I see you again, it will be with a smile on my face. That's what I have to live for.
I was worried for a moment there, but it looks like things have settled down.
Now, I'll get to ask him some questions. That okay?
Yes, it should be.
You
what if his
and
brain
boss
starts
have some
overheating
explaining
again?
to do.
Right.
Let's get out of here.
I don't know why it gives us credit for that. It feels like we just could have like tweaked that last like actual input to not cost like a gigabillion seconds, so that like they wouldn't have to like invent like a cheaty like zero time cost end thing. As everyone's text so large, because it's so dramatic, Cat. Also, dude said, "This is so gay," which is like, I mean, it's pretty gay. But yeah, no, I like. Not only did Ched had various messages saying
Not sure
impressed
what
with
blowing
the
on that will achieve.
with the voice work there, and I do agree. But like even more than that, like I appreciate this game for earnestly taking on like Pewter trying to like cope with the aftermath of the first. Like the first game like plays Pewter's betrayal like so goofy, even though like it's kind of a big deal. Like that's the whole reason why like got the aw darn sound clip, because like he gets caught like almost like red-handed like betraying the law enforcement organization he works for by like pretending to be a hostage and like letting like a terrorist slash serial killer like out of the building, and then like when he like allegedly escapes, he just goes back and he's like, aw darn, there's nothing I could have done about it. But like I appreciate, especially like I don't know, just like lending gravity to that, and even though they didn't spend a lot of time on it here, like his betrayal deleting Aiba too, like leading up to that final shootout at the warehouse where like it seemed like Aiba was gonna be like deleted forever. But like I don't know, I feel like totally this game is like doing what I want the Somnium Files games to do. Like yeah, it's like inherently kind of campy and like anime and like frequently like not serious, but like it covers some serious topics, and like I don't know, I feel like it's doing a better job of managing both ends of the extreme than maybe both of the previous games. And I'll say this, like there between the original game and Nirvana Initiative, there are like a good number of Somniums that like even with like educated guesses like almost require a restart because of the way that like costs and resources are allocated with the timies. But like here, even though I feel like that wasn't particularly efficient, like we still managed to get to the end without having to restart even a single chapter. And that's only important to me just because of like the difficulty balance seems improved somewhat. I mean, again, Nirvana Initiative, like, kind of started off strong and then got really bad, and then by the end, like, they fudged it so, like, you basically, like, couldn't lose the Somniums, which is, like, a different way to handle it, I guess. But, like, I don't know, just, like, respect for the fact that, like, some effort has been made to, like, balance the gameplay mechanics and make the story work better. Also, evidently, Zacula's train smells like feet today, which is really regrettable. Received 35 eyes is a really troubling message for any situation. Performance result. Destructive knowledge. Unclear if good. But, like, the thing that's frustrating is, like, it's, like, if you get, like, caught off by, like, a puzzle and, like, you get really stuck or whatever, like, that's one kind of frustrating, but, like, the bad Somniums historically that have forced you to, like, restart, like, chapters multiple times are bad because, like, you end up just replaying the same thing. Like, there's no, like, skill improvement. It's just that, like, you know what didn't work, and then you have to, like, speedrun it. It's, like, not interesting.
Yeah.
It was set to open automatically if we restored his mental health. Where do I get one of those? I bet it smells real bad in there also.
Been a while, Kaname Date.
We didn't have to do this here, you know.
Wasn't this guy supposed to be locked up?
I'll have you know I haven't even been prosecuted yet, let alone sentenced.
But, like, you did do the crime.
First things first. Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Aw, darn.
Well, I guess we did kind of set you up on this one.
So you knew everything, huh?
Yes. I felt that you were the only one who could do this.
Okay. Here's the real problem I have with this. Like, again, I don't like this whole, like, boss, like, hid this from us, shenanigans, whatever. But, like, we're currently in the middle of a life and death case. If Pewter doesn't have information that helps with this, we are, like, jeopardizing the lives of, like, 2 innocent people, maybe more. We don't know. If he does know, then, like, it's almost equally bad, because, like, we're wasting this time where, like, the priority should be saving them because their lives are in immediate jeopardy, and then we help him because his situation is not as urgent. Like, there's really no world in which this seems like the most effective use of our time right now.
You knew this too, right, Aiba?
Of course. Though deceiving you while knowing the truth was a bit of a challenge.
Don't lie, it was Date. You know that's wrong.
Well, whatever. I have a whole bunch of questions and I want answers.
Oh, it's Aiba's trivia. This is Pewter. Real name, Fuda Amanoma. He is the previous sync operator who has been mentioned a few times now. You don't say. When was he mentioned? Does anyone remember? He is also the one who developed AI balls like me and Tama, as well as the one who managed the sync system. You said that literally already. I cannot currently provide the details for why he was arrested, held in detention, or why he's here right now. However, you might be able to tell by the content of the recent Somnium that he was also a victim. What? Okay, hang on now. I don't think it's real. I understand the struggle, and I understand that, like, the serial killer, like, put on Renju's face and then, like, coerced him into doing crime. But, like, I don't know about calling him, like, also a victim. It's complicated, but, like, he did, like, choose to do crime. You okay?
Yes. To an extent.
Now that I've gotten a look inside your head, I guess you deserve a little sympathy.
Thank you for that.
Now, why did you agree to something so stupid?
It seemed like the only way to have my charges withdrawn. If I were prosecuted here in Japan, there'd be a 99.9% chance that I'd be found guilty. Obviously, I'd do anything to avoid that.
A statistic like that makes me wonder if Japan's prosecutors are just that good, or...
It's Pewter. Guy should have been behind bars by now. What's with the pod?
That's Hina's handiwork.
Hina's?
Originally, the pod was only meant for medical purposes, but she said she modified it to enable sync connections.
So, everyone's in on it but me, huh?
It sounds bad when you say it like that.
It is bad!
How long was he in the pod?
Since it was brought into the sync room, I think.
So he wasn't there when it was in the freezer.
I'd have turned into a human popsicle in that case.
I see. That explains it. And that's why you were so light on details about the pod when we first found it, huh?
Correct. I did not want to reveal too much.
You little...
Because we had to get a look inside his head.
Why?
Because I was told to get a recording of it.
Told by who?
By who?
Who do you think? The prosecution and the court.
Okay, we have established that Somniums cannot be used as evidence. It's a very important thing that's been true of this world.
Boss, what are you planning?
To have Pewter's charges dropped and bring him back to Abyss.
What?
This one's just for you, Zach. I'm just gonna look at Boss and see what it says. It's Boss. She's feeling even a bit apologetic. Her face isn't showing it.
If I didn't hide the subject's identity, the info wouldn't be objective, now would it?
That doesn't really explain anything.
I guess. But why me?
Like I said, it's because I think you're the only one who could do it.
But there's other sinkers, like Ryuki.
If we left this to him, Pewter would have never come out.
No, he had already come out by the first game, you understand. His relationship with Renju was public. He was already out, you see?
I don't think he would have done that bad.
Well, it wouldn't be my first choice.
Yeah, but like, Date's also a bad choice.
Crimes are supposed to be paid for.
What's gonna happen to Pewter now?
Took a lot of doing, but I should be able to get his case dropped.
This does not sit well with me.
No, they told me not to handle it over the phone. I'm not sure what that's about.
Ryuki mentioned you were having an argument on the phone with a host.
There's no way in hell I'd be doing something like that on the clock. I'm not like you, Date.
Oh, so it wasn't... Wait, did you just insult me?
Mostly anytime anyone's speaking to you, they're insulting you.
Forget it. Next question.
So basically, everyone in Abyss deceived me.
I told Tama, but we kept Ryuki in the dark too.
Smart, I guess. He'd never be able to keep a secret from me.
Well, at the very least, that's consistent with Nirvana Initiative.
Just let it go. What's done is done.
That's not how the justice system is supposed to work.
We still don't know where Iris is.
True.
Okay, but like, that's a real problem. This is what I was saying before, is like, we wasted a bunch of time. So like, instead of saving Iris, we spent a bunch of time exonerating a guy, like, demonstrably guilty of crimes against us and our, like, crime-fighting organization. And somehow we're using, like, evidence that can't be used in court to do it. Like, everything about this makes me upset. Where's Iris?
Honestly, even I don't know.
Then what good are you? Put him back in the box.
What?
First, I was in a detention center. And then, I spent the past few hours in the pod.
You might have had a chance to ask, or this could have been planned for a while.
Please. I had no time for any of that.
Can you wink sync? If I could wink sync, then, like, you would see it where, like, the look is at the center of the, like, dialogue cross or whatever. How would you know about the escape game?
Escape game? What are you talking about?
Since the charges against you are off the table, you can quit keeping secrets now.
But I don't know anything. Really?
In the Somnium, I saw things that seemed related to the escape game Iris is stuck in.
But why would that be the case?
Because Hina is involved and the two of them did escape puzzles together, probably?
That's what I want to know.
I'm not sure how they could be. I haven't seen anything yet.
Sorry, I keep not reading those out loud. Yes, like, do you know anything about, like, are the escape game clues familiar to you?
Then when you hear the term escape game, does anything come to mind? Have you ever tried one?
Well, there was that time Hina dragged me along. I believe the theme was Escape from a UFO.
Yeah.
Hina did that? So the Hina that showed up in the Somnium was just a memory, huh?
What else would it be?
I did know her prior to getting in the pod, after all. Perhaps why she was more strongly reflected within Somnium.
I guess.
Any possible connection to Iris's escape? He's made it clear he does not know.
Well, I believe that escape game was fairly popular. Perhaps the culprit participated in the same game. They could have taken inspiration for where they're holding Iris from there.
This again? Nothing.
The fact of the matter is that I've no reason to protect the culprit. What good would that do for me? And in any case, I'm hardly in any position to be aiding in something like that anyway.
I suppose.
The scene where Iris is murdered.
In the previous Somnium, I saw a recording of Iris being murdered. Basically, the exact same recording is being spread on ViewCube.
Is it perhaps the same one Renju showed me?
Renju? Okiura?
Hey Date, you were in that Somnium, right?
If I recall correctly, Iris was chosen to act in an internet drama, but her role was very minor. Her character was killed off right at the beginning. Renju found that rather humorous.
I didn't understand his sense of humor. That's why I loved him.
I see. So that's really all there was to it.
Maybe so. My apologies.
Where's Iris?
I don't see what that has to do with this.
Wow. Boss does know just how to make me mad in these games, for sure. Like the same Okiura that owns the Okiura frozen fish warehouse? Yes, Castlearg. Not sure if that was meant as sarcasm, but yes. Very, very deliberately yes. Okiura was the last name of Mizuki's father, or the family name rather, because Japan does it the opposite way. And he owned both Lemniscate, the talent agency that Iris works for, and the cold storage warehouse that is constantly a plot point for reasons that are ridiculous to me.
Don't give me that. We established that there's links between this and the escape game.
Talk to Pewter then. I don't know anything.
But then why are we doing this when people are gonna die?
If we kept it here, you would have found it, wouldn't you? I mean, you're always lurking around in the shadows.
That's just me killing time and napping. I'm definitely not reading smut on the job or anything.
I mean...
Really?
Mizuki didn't seem to know anything about the pod. Did you put it there without her permission?
She gave us the go-ahead to use the location, but I didn't tell her about the pod.
So you set her up to find it then?
Actually, she found it on her own. Earlier than expected.
We were gonna put Pewter in there and try to freeze him.
What do you
We thought
mean?
it'd be funny.
We had to scramble a bit to keep the plan on track.
All we did was follow after Mizuki. How did she end up finding the pod?
Ask her yourself.
So long story short, Boss just used me as a patsy, and none of this had anything to do with Iris.
You made my job so much easier. Thanks.
HR? Yeah, no, this makes me really mad. I was like really on board and trying to be positive and say nice things about the game, and then it turned around and pulled this on me, and I'm like genuinely quite annoyed about this. Like, this is like, I mean, I know it's not out of character for this organization, but like, currently our whole job is to like locate Iris and Ota and like figure out who kidnapped them and like what weird dangerous thing they're planning. And she planned this whole like illegal farce for us to get her buddy like out of jail for crimes that he committed. Like everything about it like is annoying.
What a waste of time.
It's not a waste. My life was on the line.
I stand by my statement.
It's a real load off my shoulders now that this is all handled.
Off her shoulders, thank God.
Good for you. But what about Iris? Damn it, we're back to square one. Where else am I supposed to look?
Mizuki planned the escape game, so why not ask her? Shit.
What?
What did you just say?
That you should try asking Mizuki.
Before that, the first part.
Oh, Pewter! Funny story. While you were gone, I caught Date with this porno mag, and...
That's not funny, that's Tuesday.
Fine, I get it. Aiba.
Mizuki is at home right now.
Let's go.
What's happening here?
Hey, Hina.
Ah! Date!
You knew everything, right? About the pod and pewter?
Yeah. Sorry. I really wanted to help him. I never wanted to keep secrets from you.
Why am I talking to Hina now? Looks like they're gonna remove the pod soon.
Well, it served its purpose.
They don't need your help with that?
Only for setting it up. Taking it apart is easy.
They should take down the other sync machine at the factory, too.
No kidding. But I guess there must be some reason they haven't yet.
Some future plot point that also won't make any sense?
Boss said you're the one who made the pod.
Oh, I didn't invent the medical tech. I just modified it a bit.
That doesn't seem as easy as you make it sound.
A friend of mine was involved in the development, so I know its structure and design.
The person responsible for the escape game?
Is that friend the...
Yep, my friend since college.
Did they help you modify the pod, too?
I'm sorry, does someone remember her friend since college? They act like I'm supposed to know who that is.
Yeah, I asked them about the design of the Eclipse at the base of the system, the CDRA assembly.
Are those things that can be used to trap a person's mind in VR?
No. Boss made me swear to keep quiet about everything. If I broke my word, she'd punish me. Badly.
Also playing the pronoun game. I mean, in fairness, like, Japan loves the pronoun game, but, like, it clearly, like, the subtext clearly seems to be that friend since college, whoever that was, is, like, also responsible for the escape game, which feels, like, lazy and obvious, but, like, I just don't remember, like, an earlier reference that would make it seem like anything other than that.
Punish you? How?
By, well... No, it's too embarrassing to explain to a guy.
I know exactly what it is, though. I have the recording.
Seriously?
About Pewter.
At least it looks like Pewter will have his charges dropped.
Huh? Really? Does that mean he's coming back to Abyss?
He'll, like, basically be out of a job. I don't know why you're so excited about that.
No one told you?
It's news to me. That's great to hear. What a relief.
Man, I was so enthusiastic for, like, this to sort of explain Pewter coming back, and it's, like, so much worse. It's so bad.
She really respects him, doesn't she?
The outfit didn't tip you off? Anyway, we need to get back on the search for Iris.
And I'm gonna go see Pewter.
Alright, let's go have a chat with Mizuki.
Remember to control yourself. If you push her, she might just kill you.
I'll show her what happens when punk-ass kids go too far.
Well, I am looking forward to seeing this.
I gotta say, I didn't expect you to be in on this too.
Do not make it sound as if this was my decision. It was a direct order from boss.
Yeah, but, like, you've jeopardized innocent people's lives and everything.
I simply fulfilled an Abyss objective, like I always do.
Following orders, eh?
You know more about the escape game too, don't you?
That is a fascinating conjecture on your part. If I were still withholding information, do you truly think I would just admit it?
Well, whatever. I'm gonna find Iris, and then hit Gen's place for good drinks and good porno mags!
Good drinks and good eats, Date.
Nah, the food there's terrible. Apologize for keeping secrets from me.
Do not annoy me. I told you that it was part of my mission.
Apologize.
Well, I apologize for my act of deception.
Say it cuter.
Cuter? Date, I am sorry.
I feel like this is gonna lead to a bad end. Not cute enough.
Why are you so fired up about this? Date! I am so very sorry for lying to you.
way past your limits.
Now you are just making fun of me.
No, I'm not. I'm mad. Burning hot with flames of fury.
Who is driving this car right now?
You?
Then please allow me to steer you into Tokyo Bay. That might cool you off.
Okay, I get it. I'm sorry.
Is Mizuki home?
Based on her phone's GPS, it is safe to assume so.
Just as I commented on the VOD, when Iris got picked up by the sketchy van, she was in her street clothes, so she got the bunny outfit after that. That feels like bad information. Not bad as in false, but like, that seems really unfortunate and not great.
That brat knew all along and still played me for a fool. She better be ready, because I'm gonna make her spill everything when I get there.
About Mizuki's plan.
Businesses tend to maintain confidentiality.
NDAs don't cover stuff like this. Mizuki and I are gonna have a long chat.
About Hina.
Yeah?
She seemed so relieved to hear that Pewter would not be charged.
Even with all the trouble he caused. He's an interesting one, that Pewter.
He's a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Hey, Aiba.
Yes?
If I got arrested and then released, would you cry for me like Hina did?
Of course not. If you were arrested, it would likely be for something ridiculous, like owning too many porno mags.
Zacula says, what if the next game we replace Date with Mizuki? It would be cool to have a competent protagonist. Zacula, have I got great news for you. Have you heard of the Nirvana Initiative?
And in that circumstance, the world would be a better place with you in jail.
Huh. So what's the, minimum amount that would qualify as a crime?
Always a good question to be asking.
Mizuki, you know why I'm here, right? Silent treatment, huh? Explain yourself.
Oh no, does she have aphonia again?
Mizuki, say something!
It is Iris. Establishing connection.
Oh no.
Okay. You don't go anywhere.
Fine.
It says I would love a game that did that. Would you, Ditto? Is that a thing you would love?
Iris! Peace, peace, peace!
Well, I'm hearing ominous escape room music, but I'm seeing Bunny Girl live stream.
What's the Earth like right now? Are cars flying? Did the final episode of Chibi Marco already air?
Chat, what's Chibi Marco? Is that real?
You're on Earth 2. Cars barely fly. No episode yet.
Barely fly?
How's it going over there?
Tessa is just fine because I'm with her.
Aw, man.
I'm worried because he's with her.
Wow! This place is like a planetarium! It's beautiful!
It's kind of a lot of pixels for outer space, huh?
You're shining prettier than these billions of stars, Tessa.
Oh, Ota, you're so funny.
Iris, is there a door or something that leads outside?
Oh, It's a door and a symbol of a hand?
Isn't there a room in Zero Time Dilemma like this? Yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about, right? Wasn't it the pod room? Isn't that the one that's like this? All the space motifs? Is there actually one that was like planetarium? There's like a lot of like planetary like puzzle elements in the first two.
Oh, we can escape! Let's get the hell out of here!
Maybe I should put my hand on the symbol.
Maybe it'll be like that recent
Well,
Star
it
Trek
doesn't-
episode.
I'll try
Where it
to.
opens the door, but it's kind of bad. That's weird.
What? It worked! We escaped?
You're amazing, Ota.
They about to get split up again? I kind of thought we were going to be looking for a severed hand that was going to open the door.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What is that?
Yeah, okay, that's... yeah.
What the?
Oh dear, the fool fell for it.
It's interesting, though, that the people who did put this together, like, understand that weakness of his. And, like, planned that.
Ota, what's wrong?
It's dark and scary. I can't see anything. Somebody save me!
It's dark in there, huh?
It's also one with the fake sky. Oh, are you thinking of... That would be Virtue's last reward, and it wouldn't be Diane. Could we just leave Oda to his fate? I don't know, I think they planned for that. Unfortunately, I don't think so.
Everyone, come on! You've got to help me get out of here! My life's in your hands now!
Wait, it can't be pitch black if there's that much of a gap under it. There should be, like, some ambient light.
Let's go!
You actually fell for it? That was easy.
It's the lizard again.
How could you do this, Akemi?
Well, please use the third eye and escape this situation.
That doesn't answer my question.
I mean, it's his own fault. Can't we just leave Ota there?
That would save me a lot of power.
Hey, don't be so heartless!
Maybe I should look into it.
I do appreciate, like, a sort of unified front on how useless Ota is. Even though I do genuinely think that, like, The Last Escape Room was one of his stronger showings as a character. So it says, so real quick, big fan of the alien lady. Somehow not shocked to learn that, to be honest.
Oh, thank you. My only true ally. But whatever you do it fast. I can't see anything in here.
Bing, bing, boom, bing. Crisis time normal. Search limit 10. Hints many. Sure. Escape from the invitation to an otherworld, where the otherworld is closest. The dog is perfect. I like that the dog comes with, like, space goggles. Okay, so... Hold on. Doggles. So true? So, like, here's the problem. It's like midnight. I would kind of like to go for, like, you know, 20 minutes or something, maybe. Because there was a lot of talking at the start of the stream. I don't think these escape segments are getting any shorter. So, like, I feel pretty confident that, like, this will go for, like, 2 hours. And I'm not up for that. That's a no from me, dog. Try this and see what happens. Yeah, no, like the first one was like an hour, the second one was like an hour and 45 minutes. I feel like this will probably be at least 2 hours. Like, I don't think there's a shot that this is like close to an hour. It'll only take 6 minutes. No, wait, that's Somnium. Yeah, like, just to put it into perspective, that one Somnium was like 70% of the stream or something. That's 6 minutes. So, like, regrettably, I don't think... Like, I would love to start new escape room. I'm really annoyed about, like, whatever amount of desync has happened. It's giving me some trouble, like, before the stream, too, and I thought I fixed it. But, like, yeah, I don't want to, like, stop halfway through. I feel like that's just, like, not a particularly good experience in any way. And also, like, I just think it's too long. Like, it's just... It's kind of a weird thing they've decided to do where, like, the escape segments are, like, back-to-back with Somniums. I think one was... did that go? I think we did the sync and then... Yeah, I think both times it was like sync and then a really short interlude. This one was a little longer, but then like really rapid dive into escape segment, which is like kind of weird because like before the Somnium that we started here, there was like a whole like 3 hours or something of like non-gameplay section, like only visual novel stuff. Just kind of like a weird breakdown, like a little bit of a departure from the pretty clear structure that they set up in the first game. I don't know. It won't surprise anyone, I think, at this point in the stream to say that I have mixed feelings about this. Like, gameplay-wise, I still feel like this might be the strongest Somnium Files game to date, and I'm definitely biased because I'm sort of predisposed to like the escape room stuff, and so far it's been done reasonably well. But like, man, the story took a real nosedive into the crapper at the end there, right? Like, yikes. Like that, like, I don't know, maybe that doesn't bother everyone as much as it bothers me, but like, boy, I don't like how, like, this weird conspiracy to distract us from like people whose lives are in danger. Like, it's I don't know if it's like intentional, but it's like almost an allegory for like everything that's wrong with like law enforcement. It's like we're showing nepotism to a member of the police force who committed a crime so that he doesn't have to pay for those actions. And we diverted like time and resources away from like actual police work that would potentially save lives in order to do it. And all of that was facilitated by like the corrupt leadership of the chief of our department. Like, if it's not intended to be like a message about how like messed up law enforcement can be, like, I don't know what the intention was, because like that's just sure how it strikes me, at least. You like Pirates? Pirates Movie was a very exciting surprise. I went to like go like stock up some stuff from the pharmacy that I can't easily find most other places around here, and it was like Walgreens that like has like usually like a good supply of Squishmallows, usually of the like medium small variety, but they just had like a whole shelf of like Pirate Snoopy, and I'd heard that they had like a Halloween like vampire Snoopy at like CVS as an exclusive, so I was like, oh, that's like kind of nice. But then like Walgreens just had Pirate Snoopy, and I was like, oh, that's like way better. Like, I've been trying to be good about like not buying plush that I don't feel very strongly about, which like I'm doing at best a medium job of, let's be real. But like that one was like a no-brainer. That was like, there was no way I was leaving that store and not buying Pirate Snoopy. Like, that would be an insane thing to do. It would be a great metaphor for what happened if I believed whoever wrote this game was capable of that level of thinking. So true. I don't have that kind of confidence, and thus here we are. That's the problem with the Somnium Files games at large. Even when they have good ideas, they like execute them badly, and sometimes they just have like bad ideas, like outright. And like, boy, I am not so enamored with the character of Pewter that like this lark seemed worthwhile to me. Like, that's just rough, man. I'm really frustrated with that. I don't know how that's going to play into things long term. I mean, like, clearly the idea is that, like, they wanted to set up the fact that Pewter is in Nirvana Initiative, and that they don't address in great detail why that's possible. They're just sort of like, trust me, it's fine. And also, Hina is not in that game, so we have to get rid of her somehow. So, like, she's clearly involved in some way with the plot and will eventually go to jail or whatever. I like Pewter more than Hina. I mean, I like Pewter more than Hina too. That doesn't mean that he is innocent of crimes or that it's worth the police corruption to absolve him of those crimes. Might have to look it up, but this may have been the exact definition of farce. I think it might technically fall short. I don't know the exact definition off the top of my head, but like, it is dangerously close to farce if it doesn't qualify. Because, like, the only person who didn't know was, like, Date, and, like, everyone had, like, a pre-expected outcome of that. So, like, his input, like, largely wasn't necessary. Like, it feels very farcical. I will agree with you on that. And also, thank you for the push bits demolition. If we get lucky, we may see some other new plush today. Ooh, what does he mean by that? Everyone's been really good today, so I will tell you my waifu crush, but like, now you're all going to judge me forever. But it's mainly a function of everyone being open and communicative, and also the fact that we have extra time. My like weird waifu crush is Sayori from Doki Doki Literature Club. I have like just like a profoundly definitely bordering on weird connection to that fictional character. I have not played that game on stream because I played that game not on stream, and it is my feeling that you can't really stream that game if it's not blind. But like that's the one. I literally am subscribed to the Doki Doki Literature Club subreddit just because they routinely post cute fan art of Doki Doki Literature Club girls, including Sayori. And that's just me being honest. That's me keeping it 100 with you. Why did going into a Somnium rescue Pewter from facing his crimes? Excellent question, Echo. It's not entirely clear. It seems like the effort was two-pronged. One was to like deal with some of his like deep-seated subconscious issues that were making him like deeply traumatized and depressed, which I understand how the Somnium machine does that. But the other thing was that like Boss said something along the lines of like the higher-ups suggested that like I needed to get like a Somnium Files recording of his like mental state, and that somehow that would be ammunition she could use to get his case thrown out or something. I think my wife would crush would be James from Pokemon. That's an interesting choice. I mean, I don't. There's a lot of complexity there. I don't think that your wife definitely has to be a woman, whether or not you are a woman. I guess James presents like with a lot of feminine characteristics. I think it's probably pretty reasonable to call him a waifu crush. Waifu crush is Momu's grandma from Dan to Dan. I have not seen Dan to Dan. I'm not sure if I should see Dan to Dan. Like I hear good things and I hear some like insane things that like don't necessarily sound good. Zach says, if James came out as trans, I'd be like fork found in kitchen. I like how you put that. I don't disagree. Ocean says, I'm really, really, really sorry, Judge. Okay, case dismissed. I mean, even the courtroom drama of like the Phoenix Wright world isn't so ridiculous as that. And it's like nonsense. Like, doesn't the first game have him like cross-examine a parrot? Like we've set a precedent really early on that we're full of nonsense, and even that game's like, I don't know about that. Edgeworth should be prosecuting Pewter. I mean, here's the problem. He would be screwed if and only if, like, someone from Phoenix Wright's office defended him. Some real anime weird stuff in the first couple of times. Yeah, like, someone, like, described to me broadly what happens in the first episode of Dan to Dan, and I was like, oh, no. Also, I like definitely saw a clip of like that really like weird, disturbing alien thing that I think is in the first episode that like made a big splash when that show came out. That's some seriously weird stuff. That's some weird stuff. Yeah, like it's pretty explicit as I understand. But would you say it is a pornography problem? Do you think you would put it that way? Or would you say it is not a pornography problem? Yeah, so I think we're on track for normal streams for a bit. I should probably try and put some effort in this weekend to see if I can set up that September thing that I want to do, that I'm not really sold that I will be able to manage. Otherwise, we'll be back with an escape game in Somnium Files next Friday. Tomorrow, though, same stream time, we'll be playing some more Blueprints. For some reason, Blues Traveler came to mind, and that's not what we're doing tomorrow. My current level of commitment is still that I would like to try and reach the end of the current act, and then like probably play a little beyond that to get a sense of what the third act is like, and then probably not play the entire thing on stream because I'm not sure if even I hate myself that much. Game should give us another painting puzzle. It might. I don't think it does, but it might. Well, I guess it depends on how you consider what you would call a painting puzzle. But you did a really impressive job, Zakala. That was very impressive. I mean, there was like something of a group effort there, but like I feel like you were in tune with those paintings in a way that is not normal and maybe some concern. But yeah, so that's that. Let me know on the Discord. Oh, hang on. Let me know on the Discord if you have any thoughts on what to be doing for Halloween, because I am largely uncommitted and probably should be doing something. But yeah, I think we'll wrap the stream soon, which means take a look, because somewhere in the room behind me I've hidden some number of Squirtles. If you're able to find a Squirtle, like this guy, it will be an omen of good luck for you in the coming days. So I encourage you to look around, see if you can figure out what may be tying together a theme where you might find some Squirtles, and then pick out a spot. Also, go on the Discord and tell me your waifu crushes. I guess we're doing that now. Behind the Jigglypuff seen mostly from above. I mean, not so much from above. You can see his eyes, but I get what you're saying. Secret Squirtle inside the big green pig? I assume you mean our BFF, which has a sort of pig-like look because there's a whole separate Pokemon here. This is Drifloon. This is one of my favorites. I've been trying to figure out who my like top 6 just like favorite all-time Pokemon are, and I think I only have 4 for sure. And for some reason it's been weighing on me. But there was a guest behind this Jigglypuff, and it seems like a really good opportunity to show off the fact that I got a new Drifblim. So this here is the Sitting Cutie Drifblim. Sitting Cuties are known for being small and kind of Beanie Baby-esque in a way. I got a slightly larger one. At first I thought it might be silly, but then I got it and I was like, nah, I should have got this sooner. It's very good. They're like, nah, I did. I mentioned when I was first considering buying the bigger one that like technically the Pokemon Center website lists both of these as measuring 5.5 inches. Clearly it's not the same metric both times. But that's what's going on behind Jigglypuff. Now, behind our big BFF and under little Vasco is the Squirtle. The BFF is kind of needs help staying upright. Her Majesty is so great that gravity weighs her disproportionately. Zakula says, not really into Pokemon. I did see a TikTok the other day where a guy was talking about Digimon and was like, what if we gave the Pokemons the right to bear arms? Isn't that just Pal World? Okay, what were these other guesses? I feel like there were a lot of Snoopy guesses, which is fairly direct. Jigglypuff, BFF, Snoopy, BFF, Jigglypuff. Okay, I think we're mostly down to Pirate Snoopy. And yep, Squirtle there too. I mean, this seems like a really easy pick, yeah? The theme tonight is pirates. It's not. Because we had BFF. I mean, she was wearing her pirate hat, that's true. But even with that, I will say that I put pirate hat on Giraffe Cat, and that does not fit our theme, nor does our pirate crab. However, I'll tell you that Rudolph here fits the theme I thought this one was pretty sneaky. It kind of overlaps the Pirates, but that is not the whole story. I really like Pirate Snoopy. I mean, like, when I just, like, saw it in the store, and there wasn't, like, normally, even with ones I really like, I'm like, should I really get that? And it was, like, Pirate Snoopy, and I was like, I'm coming back for, like, I have to go pick up something, but I'm picking that up on the, like, I'm gonna get that. Is the theme costumes? It is not. It's a tricky theme. It's a tricky one. I'll give you that. Any last guesses? Otherwise, I'll reveal it, and we'll call it a day, and we'll be back with blueprints tomorrow. I guess, I mean, there's a reasonable chance we'll try and tackle the classrooms tomorrow, which I'm probably also gonna hate, if we're being honest. Still have to, like, look for some safes, try to get to the clock tower. We got a bunch of stuff to do. So the theme, in fact, was Stripe Guys. We got stripy pirate shirt, we got bee stripes, we got stripy scarf, and our ice cream sailor lady also has like a stripy shirt, and Candy Corn, he's a whole stripy guy. Yeah, I was pretty proud of Stripy Guy. I was like, I mean, it has to be Snoopy, but like, how can I overlap that and not be outrageously obvious? And then I put some like pirate stuff out there to be a little tricky. And some of them counted and some of them didn't. I felt good about that. And I almost mentioned like the superstition that the last like 2 or 3 times I've like felt really good about setting up the room. Like I had a really horrible stream and I was like, uh-oh. But yeah. I'm glad people like it, and I'm glad people are also appreciating Pirate Snoopy. He's like perfect. Like what else would I want from him? All right, thanks everyone for watching. It's been great hanging out with everyone. I'm really glad that people are vibing with this and also hating exactly the right amount of things. It always warms my heart to play a Somnium Files game and to have everyone be mad at exactly the same stuff that I am. It makes me feel sane, which few things manage to do these days. Like I said, Blueprints tomorrow. We'll be doing more of this next week. In the meantime, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being you. And I hope to see you again soon. Until I do, take care of yourselves and remember that you are clawsome.